right now. So
That's good to hear. Have you got your
Hmm?
have you got your plumbing fixed? And that's
Oh,
not
yeah,
an
that finally got fixed, even though they had to come over fucking twice, back to back, because they ended up fucking snaking the wrong goddamn pipe. But yeah, no, it's good now. It's fine now. Yeah, it's clean.
good to hear.
Who echoing?
Let me
Tron
Tron
ass.
Tron.
Hmm?
Tron lips.
Yeah.
I don't like this thing.
Yes, I will chew up fucking Ace Combat 7 right now.
Top PS4 games at launch.
Ace Combat
It's the
7
same.
is
It's the same as the Xbox, where they say, well, it's kind of backwards compatible, but not with everything.
We'll get into that. Because what I want to do is
Oh yes, we will.
I want to
yes, we will.
I want to play. I want to low key play play that shit back.
Oh, what, the whole hour?
Oh,
We be on the round table for like 4 or 5 hours, my nigga. That's like nothing.
Yeah, that's nothing. Trust me. Yeah, that ain't nothing, dude. hold on. Let me send Guyver a message, man.
oh my god.
Oh yeah, we live. There's a lot of shows going on right now though, so I can't tell y'all.
Fuck 'em.
People coming through.
No one as good as us, man. They're not as good as us.
Oh, I know.
So
I know they're not, but they got drones. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah. What's up, Lay?
Ah, good point.
What's up, Wraith? What's up, Emirus? 17, nigga. I'm gonna call you 17. Jamal, what's up? What's up, John? What's up, Dixon? Weak ass nigga. Ass nigga. What's up,
Oh,
Cyber Dragon?
Jemiah Dixon in the house?
Yeah.
If I may make a suggestion, could you play it back from the bit where he tells us how fast it is, and then skip back to the beginning for the book?
Look. We ain't finna be doing this shit the Brexit way, my nigga. Okay. Fucking Brexit ass niggas. Hold on. Let me look this shit up.
Yo, so this is gonna be the first time I'm actually gonna play an Ace Combat game. You motherfuckers sat there and swore up and down that Ace Combat was an amazing franchise. I better be fucking blown away by this game when I play it, man.
Actually, it is one of the amazing franchise. It's one of them.
Ace Combat was like one of the best attack
Good, then I'm looking forward to playing it then when it's finished downloading. Thank you, Game Pass. Fuck y'all.
I think they only had like
because we've
one
seen
bad
two.
Even the rest of them good.
It wasn't that the one that came out last gen? Yeah, the PS3 one where it was like.
The PS3 version was kind of shit, but it was still a good game.
All right, let me get the chat up here, brother.
Hold on. Discord options, image, picture-in-picture mode.
Hey, you're right. I just realized something there, Tay. You never notice that those people are like, "Oh, I don't give a fuck about power," then they go out and build themselves a gaming rig.
Yeah.
Fucking dumbasses.
I think it's a lot of shit. We need to have this conversation because it's a lot of shit that people not realizing. Ah, fuck! I didn't copy it. That's a bitch.
What are people not realizing, Thresh?
Oh no! We'll get now. I'll get to it. Let me fix the chat. Let me fix the chat. Let me do all that. I just got in the house. Well, I not just got in the house. I was on Persona shit for a little bit, and I was going to open this shit up. I saw they shit open. Thought I'd stop by and say what's up to them real quick. But no, it's a lot of shit that it's a lot of points. It's a lot of shit. See, Microsoft is slick. So is Sony. But Microsoft is slicker. Sony, I'll tell you, there's mistakes have been made. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you this: mistakes have been made, and they've been made due to greed and trying to take advantage of the passion that gamers have for gaming. You know,
I think I know what you're talking about.
Like,
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking
I think
about, but
niggas
I'm
need to start.
curious.
Niggas need to realize some shit. So I'm gonna ask some questions, and we're gonna talk about it. Hold on, let me get this shit right.
And you know, I think part of what he's about to say is dealing with that fucking.
There we are.
The memory card shit.
Oh, even that. I mean, that's something that these niggas are ignoring, and I'm like, why do you guys do this to you? You're doing it to yourself. Now isn't the time for the console war. It's not now. Because when this generation start and the third parties start coming, you're gonna figure out why. Like, these niggas just don't. It's funny, my nigga. Like, Sony is smarter than Microsoft. When it comes to this gaming shit, Sony's smarter than them. I just by this. And then I'm not saying, look, the Xbox is is more powerful than the PlayStation. and that's awesome. It's been more powerful since this generation from the X, but still, it's going to continue into next generation being the most powerful. So start next generation being the most powerful. And one thing I want Xbox to niggas to do and to remember is that y'all niggas said that the reason why the Xbox lost was not only due to the mistakes they made with the DRM, but it was also because the PlayStation was more powerful than the Xbox from jump. Remember saying that? I remember hearing y'all niggas say that shit. I don't know how many fucking
Yeah,
times.
they got that from Z.
Yeah, so
They
it's
got that
like,
from Z.
yeah, I bet they did. I bet they did. They get a lot of shit from Z.
Yo, the audio is low there, Thrash. Just giving you a heads up, man.
My shit is low. My shit low.
I think everybody is low. I'm looking at what
You're
Dixon said in the
fine.
chat.
You're fine. Yeah, everybody's fine
I
to
don't
me.
That's actually
Yeah,
true.
it's just the
It might be,
podcast,
yeah,
like the
it might
video
be,
itself.
yeah.
The video itself, yeah.
Oh, here. This how the hell right here.
It's a custom RDNA too. So it's actually got secret source in it, which means
Well, yeah,
PS5
AMD
like
mentioned
close
it. AMD mentioned it
to-
too. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's more than a switch in terms of power apart.
It's more. We'll see. Here, we'll get into it, right? I don't even know. Okay, look. First, we won't even go over the video yet, right? We won't even go over that shit yet. All right. So let me go out of picture in picture.
We
Man.
should get that out of the way first.
Y'all want to do that first? Y'all
Nitty
want to do
gritty
that?
after.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
okay,
get that.
okay.
Well,
shit
shouldn't we
out
wait
of
for
the way.
Royal to get in
Let's
here,
that
though, man?
shit.
Because I'm sure Royal's got a lot to say about this shit, man.
Where's this Asian nigga at? Where is this Asian ass nigga? This nigga, god damn it, Asians!
I'm right here, cuz.
The GPU
I'm right here, cuz. Stupid. Nigga
Sick.
stupid, dog.
Sick, no.
Wait, what happened?
Hey, you gotta sound a little bit. You gotta sound a little bit more high, my nigga. Just a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah. Force that Asian up, bro. Force it out.
I'm just,
I'm just, yeah.
I'm just, I'm
Niggas is
just.
scandalous, dog. Niggas is scandalous as fuck.
Yeah, let's stop for real.
Yo, sick man, bless your
What
Discord chat earlier today, bro.
What happened?
GDC.
What
I said I blessed
we do
your
have
Discord chat, man.
Some
Hold on, hold on.
super exciting news
Hold
about
Hold on. Can you,
PS5.
hey, just let me know.
With
Can y'all?
fatalism.
Can y'all?
yeah,
better.
sick.
Hold on. Let me know. Can y'all?
To
Can y'all
the
see?
one and
Can
only
y'all
Mark
see and
Sim.
hear this shit? That's all
Without
I want to
further
know.
ado, over to you, Mark.
See what?
Thank you, Jim.
On the screen, on YouTube, on the channel.
There will be
What I'm showing.
lots of chances. Later
Oh,
on
I'm
this
not
year
even
to
on the
play
video. Let me go
PlayStation
to it now.
I'm not on the video
Today,
either.
I want to
Yeah, I'm
talk a
driving,
bit
so I
about
ain't
our
gonna be able
goals for the
God
PlayStation
damn
5
it.
hardware.
No
and how
help
they
ass
influence
niggas. Fuck.
development.
And you know my internet fucking sucks, Thrash.
I think
Otherwise,
you
I
all
would
know
help you
I'm
out.
the
But
I just
it's
wanna-
cool.
I-
I'm on it right now.
Pressing buttons
I'm
as we
working. I'm
speak.
getting the toilet paper to y'all niggas.
Hey, for real, nigga.
God.
$17 for some toilet paper today, my nigga. I could have fired on that old nigga.
Jesus.
Hey, play it.
Hey, I will say though,
is
it's
it
nice
playing?
to see that it's nice to see that grocery stores are actually putting a fucking stop to that.
Yeah, they trying.
Oh, here we go.
It's still gonna happen.
RTP a PS5 v Xbox Series X. That's a provocative title.
Of course it is, nigga.
Yeah, you got the
Oh, this
video
is going
up.
to be a good episode.
I know. I'm saying, can you hear? Okay, look, I'm gonna press play.
I
Can
can-
you-
I can hear you.
6 or 7 years,
Wait,
the
shh.
console
Speak
arrives
up, go ahead.
with substantially new capabilities. There's
No?
a lot of learning by the game developers.
Hold on, I'm
not
listening.
Too overwhelming, and soon there's games that could never have been created before.
Have you got it
Now,
paused?
I don't
used
see
to
it
be
playing.
that as a
Am I
console
tripping?
designer, you'd somehow
me
intuit what
see.
would be the best set of capabilities for the new console.
Yeah, I
and
can
then
hear
build
it. I
You
can hear it.
You
I
can
can
hear
hear
everything. You
it.
can hear him and everything.
Yeah.
For the PlayStation console.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get into that, nigga. Let's get into our outros. Look at this nigga. This nigga look like he would kill
You
you.
mean intros?
Our outros, we just
All right,
started.
y'all. It was good being here. I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. Thank you for having me,
Right?
Thrash.
Yep. I'm gonna say that. You'll catch y'all later, bro. I'm out this bitch, motherfucker, bro.
Hey, yo, sick.
Hey,
Sick,
Fano, can you keep an eye on
yesterday-
keep an eye on the Discord just in case other niggas?
People that need to, yeah, absolutely. You got it, buddy.
If
You
you
got
can,
it.
sir.
Sick. Remember
Yep.
yesterday you had a question about how they're gonna with that memory card for Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had posted a link from Major Nelson
Mhm.
into your chat of how they did it. I don't know if you've seen it or not. I did it before y'all got off the podcast.
What did he say?
I don't remember word for word, but he said like that 1 terabyte fucking memory card, you'll be able to play Xbox Series X game directly off of it, and then for like for your shit from Xbox One, you'll still be able to use like the regular
The external.
mechanical ones.
Nah, I've been knew that.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
been knew
he
that.
told me
Yeah.
that. I was the one who didn't know on that nigga.
Okay,
He the
yeah.
one told me, in fact, that
Yeah.
was the case. No,
I
I
know
mean,
that your last podcast you didn't know how they were going to do it, and then I guess you found out
yeah,
before I posted it.
fucking PC niggas, dog. All right, look. First of all, I mean, do y'all want to go through this shit or not? I mean, or right now or what?
No.
Go through it. I'm do it. Go through it. Go
It
through it.
did
We
seem,
lit.
it did seem a bit quiet
What you
though.
scared for?
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared that
The
it's
test
low.
period lasted through
It would help.
PlayStation 3.
It's not
a
low. I
powerful
was
and
just listening to it.
groundbreaking console, but also one that caused quite a lot of heartache, as it was initially difficult to
Okay,
develop games
we ain't got to
for.
do all that. Where he at?
So, starting with PlayStation 4, we've taken a different approach to the SSD and surrounding systems later on in this talk.
Okay. Let me see.
It's also
I
key
would-
to make
I
a
would double the
generation
volume if I
while
could.
keeping the console sufficient.
trying
Yeah,
to
you
fact-
ever took a piss that was so good
Think
that you
about
just
this in
felt
terms of
great
balancing
afterwards,
evolution,
nigga? Like,
thought,
goddamn,
or
why was I
Every
holding this shit
fucking
for so long?
every morning when I wake up,
like an
said,
what
accomplishment.
value
Every
it
morning.
adds, and whether it's worth the increase
Felt
in
great, and then you
development
like stand over the toilet and you just let that bitch
So with
swing. You be
PlayStation
like,
4,
God
we were able
damn,
to
boy.
strike a pretty
The
good
fuck?
balance between performance
Well,
Yeah.
and familiarity. We
no
got
comment on that one.
required
Y'all don't never do
bulb.
that. Oh, all right.
Well, it's
Y'all might be some low hanging
Never
fruit,
mind.
so you know it's all right.
Never fucking mind. I ain't saying shit, sick. I ain't saying shit.
Hey, I have, my nigga. That's when you're holding it too long.
I am
nigga.
not saying shit, dude.
You feel lighter. You feel lighter and shit, nigga. Like you feel like you just
Serious?
released.
Dude, you feel like king shit. You feel like king shit
Hey,
when you
listen.
wake up in the morning and you take yourself a
All I'm
beautiful
saying
piss.
is sometimes you just have to admire your dick. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Jesus
cannot
Christ, sick man. What the
relate.
fuck, bro?
I
Give it a
cannot.
little pep talk. Give it a little pep talk. Like, yeah, man. You know, you've been doing good.
Oh, God.
You know, I appreciate your consistency. You know,
Mm-hmm,
I
things
give it
like
a
that.
pep talk every fucking day, man. So
supposed
don't
to
worry, there's a girl out there
respond
for you,
to
buddy.
this?
You'll find one later.
This nigga fatal, man.
Yeah,
God, yeah.
Hey, I'm just saying.
How can I relate to this conversation? I'm sorry.
Oh, come on, Tron. Tron, you talk to your vagina, bro. You can lie to us. It's all good. We'll accept it. But you be looking at her like
She's looking at it, she's like, thank God it doesn't look like a Big Mac.
Oh my god. You
Like
know what?
a
Just-
sideways Big Mac.
Yes, yes.
I can't get, no, it looked like an Arby's beef sandwich that lady had.
So not a
Oh
Gorgita.
God,
Okay.
no man, I'm never ever gonna eat another roast beef sandwich as long as I fucking live, man.
Yo, Arby's has the worst fish sandwich I've ever tasted in my life. There is
I didn't
zero
even know they had a
seasoning on that
fucking fish
motherfucker.
sandwich. What?
Your,
Where
your,
the fuck did they get that?
your problems began when you pulled up the Arby's, nigga. Like that's where
You right?
Mm-hmm.
You right?
Hey, I can fuck with their
that's
French
true.
fries. Their spiral fries, dude, are out of this
Arby's
fucking
is
world,
different.
man. But their actual
Yeah,
fucking
curly
sandwiches
fries.
are eh.
Their chicken sandwiches are good though.
I have yet to
They're
try those.
okay.
That fish
They're
sandwich
okay.
I tasted, boy, they could have kept that bitch wherever. They should have threw the fish back, bro. Instead of doing that, just throw that bitch back in the water, bro.
Whatever
saying.
fish they use
I'm saying.
to
Xbox
make them
approved, man.
motherfuckers, they need
Xbox
to
approved.
stop.
Hey, hold on. Speaking of Xbox, let's watch how Xbox destroyed the PlayStation. Well, how the PlayStation destroyed itself before the Xbox had this chance to do it itself. Like, God damn.
Shit, I
For each
disagree.
feature, what value it adds, and whether it's worth the increase.
But
in
I digress.
development
Let's
time
move
needed
forward.
to support it.
Look, he's saying
So
that
with
it's going to take these
PlayStation
niggas
4,
one
we were able to strike a pretty good balance between performance, and
balancing
familiarity.
evolution
We
and
got
revolution.
required learning back to PlayStation 1 levels. With PS5, the GPU was definitely the area we felt the most tension between adding new features and keeping a familiar programming model. Ultimately, I think we've ended up with something under a month of getting up to speed.
Poor
That
Mark
feels
starting
like
to
we're
get a bad
striking
rep for
about
his
the right
voice, dude.
balance. I'll go into a bit more detail later today
Hold
about
on,
our
hold on, hold on.
philosophy with
Y'all
the
missed
GPU,
that, Kyle.
and ultimately, I think we've ended up with something.
Nigga, that's the true PS5 logo, my nigga. That's the one we gonna see. Nigga, they got this new little. I don't know if y'all can see it yet on y'all screens or not, nigga, but they got this new little like it's poking out, like the shit is in. It's the PS5 is in 3D. I don't know if you noticed that. No? Yeah? Nigga, am I alone?
something under a month of getting up to speed. That feels
I
like
just
we're
think the
striking
majority of us
the right
don't give a shit about a
balance. I'll go
3D
into
fucking
more detail later.
Listen. I'm just pointing out the shit that you probably didn't notice in the beginning. You're welcome, motherfucker. God damn. I'm just trying to help.
Well, there's probably a good valid reason as to why we didn't notice it, because none of us care.
Okay, well, the main point that he's making on this part right here is that it took 1 to 2 months to get used to the PlayStation 4 and how to work it and how to work it best. With the PS5, they're saying it's going to take inside of a month, less than a month, to get the motherfucker get how to use the shit. But mainly probably because it's basically a PS4 upclock.
Philosophy with the GPU
Well,
and the specific
consumers are
feature
gonna have to
set
take
that
a while to
resulted from it.
or they have.
Well, look, the PS3 took about 4 years to get used to that motherfucker. This motherfucker, the PS4 took 1 to 2 months. Now they at 1 month to where you get used to it enough to make some bomb ass games.
What an evolution that is.
You don't like quality games, Fatal, so don't trip.
The fuck are you talking about? I play them all the time.
It's also very important for us, as the hardware team, to find new dreams, by which I mean something other than
Never
CPU
forget Life of
performance,
Black
GPU
Tiger.
performance, and the amount
Hey,
of
hey.
Mama.
The
Cell phone
increase in
game.
graphics performance
That game doesn't count. That game
They're
doesn't count.
astonishing. There are other areas in which
Sony
we can
exclusive.
innovate and
Yeah,
provide
that's not-
significant value.
Yeah, that is a
to
Sony
game
exclusive,
creators.
and also in America
Shut
only too
your
as well.
ass!
Things like
That's
Canada
Can we
why
get
and
through
fucking
this
shit.
fucking video?
Fuck you, man!
Add to the video
Regardless of
talk.
what came out
Fuck.
of the conversations with
Jesus.
game developers
Fuck.
and publishers.
God damn it.
Fuck, I don't even know
The
this.
biggest
Is
feature in
he
this
already
is the
soft
custom
spoken?
engine for audio. That's today's final topic. The push for vastly improved audio. In particular,
Motherfucker,
3D
I
audio
don't know if we
isn't
can do
something
this. This
that
nigga
came out
talk.
of the
It's like he
development.
whispers.
Much more close might be possible.
Motherfucker got a fake crowd in
He
front of
has
him.
a
And then worked out a
tiny
number of
voice.
steps we could take
Like,
to set
I
up.
legit
God,
thought that
tiny
people that crowd was
So
actually
here again
fake for
are
a
the
minute
three
until I saw
principles.
people
The
moving
first
around and
being
stuff, dude.
enabling the desires of developers to drive the hardware design.
But
To
this
me,
is
I still believe that
developers
motherfucker's an
problem.
illusion.
The next generation. It's a game.
What, Cerny?
And it was
No,
number
them
one
people that
ask
you
from
see, I don't think
developers.
those are people, nigga.
Dude,
No, they're
I
not
almost
people.
something
They're not
was
people.
off about it, man.
He was
Something
alone.
was weird.
He was alone there, my guy. This was all fake.
That was a discussion.
Let me help
we
you
were all
niggas out.
having internally.
This is
Those
gonna
are
be
robots.
how they present shit from now on, my nigga. Like I told y'all niggas they gonna do this shit from their garage, and said it several times that they're gonna do this shit from garages from now on, my nigga. Look, I bet you this shit got like 5 million views already. You know what I'm saying? Like, why go to E3? They gave this nigga they gave this nigga some motherfucking sugar cubes and some tea, and that nigga, that's all he needed, and he made this motherfucking video. They didn't have to pay for no plane tickets. Ain't got to worry about coronavirus. I mean, goddamn, nigga, this is how this motherfucker got the nerve to have he got the nerve to have a clicker in his hand, my nigga. Like, who are you clicking for? Like, the fuck out of here, man.
Yo, I love that comment. Yo, Mark looks like
It
a
was clear
praying
that the
mantis.
president
He does.
He's tall.
Clicking for you.
A lot of things
Super
would simply
Mark,
tall,
Mark
too.
look like he will kill your entire family, nigga.
I know,
That's-
right? I know, dude. Yeah, like he just
When
wants to
we're
sit
having
there
this
and just
conversation,
murder you right there on the
developers
spot,
were
man. If you say
already
anything to him in a negative way.
If all your data is in one block,
All right, here goes some shit. Oh, he's talking about seek time. What do y'all feel about the seek time? The seek time. This is the PS4, but the seek time and all that shit. How they eliminated the seek time. So anybody got anything to say about the seek time? No, that's not a big thing for y'all
which is
niggas.
frankly not very likely, you can load
The what, sorry?
50 to 100 megabytes a
Damn,
second.
I forgot
at
this
two
motherfucker.
50-ish
Time.
milliseconds
The
each.
seek time, nigga.
100 times faster.
It's 100 times faster than the
Not
PS4.
six, seek.
Cool.
The bandwidth is 5 gigabytes a second at least, at the very least. 5 gigabytes. PS4 was 50 to 100 megabytes, nigga.
That's
I think this nigga's a motherfucking genius.
I'm saying, nigga. I'm trying to help niggas understand what the fuck they
course he
talking
is.
about, my nigga. 20. This nigga put up a motherfucking whole algebraic motherfucking. This nigga put 2 gigabytes divided by 5 gigabytes divided by 1.5 whatever that 1.5 seconds equals 0.27 seconds. This is how he came up with his SSD speeds, nigga. Load time 20 seconds. 1 gigabyte in 20 seconds. All right, we got that. The speed,
Yep.
0.27 seconds.
god
Fucking-
damn algebra.
I'm just trying to help.
5 gigabytes a second for the SSD. The
Hey,
big
look,
does.
fat-
them niggas had the nerve to put a fucking screen. These niggas had the nerve to put a screen, and they got like fast moving lines to make it seem like it's going fast. I guarantee you that's a font. That's one of those. You can use that same screen in fucking Share Play, my nigga. I mean Share Factory, my nigga. I promise you.
God dang it.
They made this whole shit
The
with
game
Share
boots
Factory.
in a second. There are no load screens. The
If
game
they
boots
did,
before
this
loading
is
and
actually
loading
impressive.
several gigabytes and fades back up again. Save
Hey,
for
if you
a
look,
reload,
hey,
you're
oh
immediately
my mama, if you look closely at the crowd, like these 4 or 5 people, because it's another shoulder right here. These 5 people, they low key move too. Like they really tried to make it seem like they was talking to somebody, my nigga. Like, watch.
Yep.
If you look
back into
close,
action
like look at this
after the
nigga right
fact.
here. Like.
And fast travel becomes so fast it's
Do you
blinking
think
in
it's
a
silhouettes?
As game
Bunch of
creators, we go
silhouettes
for
of
They fake-
people?
they
to
fake
distract
silhouettes,
the
dog.
player from how long fast travel is taking,
I thought
like
so.
those Spider-Man subway rides, to being so blindingly fast that we might even have to slow that transition.
Because they ain't breathing.
Pretty cool, right? But for me, this is not the primary reason to change from a hard drive to an SSD. The primary reason for an ultra-fast
This is me when I
SSD
end
is
up
that it
ripping
gives
for
the
people.
game
I
designer
have anxiety.
freedom. Or to put that differently, with a hard drive, the 20 seconds that it takes to load a gigabyte can sabotage the game that the developer is trying to create. As a result, some of the objects like mailbox.
So what do y'all think about them using the HD, the H, or the real? No, not the HD, the SSD, to help game creators get more freedom? How are they gonna pull that off? How do you get more freedom on that shit? I mean, he explains it here, but it's too sleepy to go through all the way. So, anybody got explanation as to what the fuck they was talking about?
I can explain.
Oh fuck! Go ahead.
I know. I know. I can explain. I know that you've played Halo Combat Evolved.
That's not explaining it.
No, I haven't. That's the first sentence.
You should play this particular part of the video because he's going to explain it very well.
Oh, it doesn't. All right, yeah, fuck that.
He's going to explain it right now in comparison to Spider-Man. He said they had to put like 400 different mailboxes across goddamn Spider-Man because, of course, it couldn't pull up that data fast enough for them to just simply have one. You know what I mean? So that took up a lot of space. It took up a lot of gigabytes and shit like that. So with how fast this particular drive can, seek information and pull it up, it's damn near instantaneous. So you could be facing towards something like, you remember in Horizon how they had the ants with the leaves and the trees and shit like that. He said you could literally see that there, turn around, and it would pull that information and load it in another place instantly.
Okay, so by the speed, yeah, he did say it because he said by the time you turn around, they can calculate the speed of how long it takes you to turn around, and they can put that item right behind you because it took that time for you to turn around. Okay.
Yep.
That's just one aspect, though. There's a much more profound aspect.
Fuck!
Jack and Jackson, isn't he? Now, what I want to
hold on. We'll get into that once we get through the show.
What I wanted to say about Halo.
But no, fuck Halo, nigga.
You have these corridors that go in between the areas of the second level. So the first level you're on the ship, then you crash on the Halo, and when you go from one area of green grass to the next area of green grass, you have this kind of snaky tunnel, don't you? Well, the reason for that is to give it a chance to load the next piece of.
Nigga, you telling us old news, nigga.
No, this is the whole point. Is those designs of those levels were that way because of the hardware that they ran on. You couldn't have a Halo ring you could just look out on, and it'd be infinite. Go right up into the sky. You could keep driving, going round in a loop. It just couldn't cope with it.
So technically,
with this architecture
PlayStation
now they couldn't do that.
So PlayStation, so technically, PlayStation is making games shorter, right?
With absolutely infinite, draw distance and everything.
Right.
So
it's making shit shorter. It's making the game shorter because going through those wormholes so they can load up. That's time. That's game time, my nigga. That's game time. So then, if you could just make a straight line, then I mean, it's gonna take away a good 5-10 minutes out of the game. Now imagine like 30 of those straight lines, and you're losing an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. It's gonna force these developers to make better games, I guess.
I mean, he didn't talk about Halo, but he talked about Mass Effect, which Craig plays a lot of, right? And he said in the lifts there, you get in a lift, you go down some floors, and it's like just there to hide the loading of the next section that you're going to.
Okay.
I mean, it's tasked. You don't want all that.
Nigga, hey, Brexit, we are not going to stay on this shit for that long. God damn it. But hold on. Hold
It's
on.
going to really transform game design.
Yeah.
Because you won't have
Stream of
great
data.
levels
They're
where
trying
you
to.
block off the sight lines so that you give yourself a chance to load stuff.
They're trying to, but I don't think motherfuckers get how important the shit that they're doing is, because this is what the next level is going to have to be. You know what I'm saying?
Off the SSD.
So
So to solve all of that, we built a lot.
all right,
Of custom
what the fuck is a
hardware,
custom
namely
flash
a
controller?
custom flash controller and a number of
I don't
custom units in
Oh, the
the
custom flash controller
The
is
flash controller in the SSD was designed for smooth control-free operation, but also with game turn on.
If
For
there
example,
had
there are
been
6 levels
none
of
of
priority
that there,
reading from
it's
the
like a
SSD.
memory management
Priority
unit,
is very
essentially.
important. You can
The
imagine
same role
the
that
player
it would be in
heading
a
into some
PC.
new
What would happen is you'd have to allocate ever so many cores of the Zen 2 processor to the process of getting in and decompressing
Nigga, you
the
are
data
worse than Cerny.
that's, in the Kraken format
Nah.
of the SSD. So it's kind of like it does that for you, so that you don't have to worry about it. And the Zen 2 processor is free to actually do sensible stuff.
Okay, I still don't know.
Does that make sense?
No, I don't.
Yes.
It don't.
It's doing the decompressing for you, and then probably doing the compressing the other direction. It is the craft.
All right,
It
what
is the
about
craft.
the Kraken decompression? That's supposed to be some
it's
big
doing
shit.
the craft.
That's supposed to be some gangster shit. The Kraken decompression. Hold on, let me hear this fucking
The
nigga.
Kraken ain't lacking.
Let me hear him explain this shit.
a de facto industry standard. Half of the teams I talked to were either using it or getting ready to evaluate it. So we hustled and built a custom decompressor into the I/O unit, one capable of handling over 5 gigabytes of Kraken format input data.
God damn you, Josh.
After decompression, that typically
How you
becomes
doing, sir?
8.9
Motherfucker,
gigabytes, but the unit itself is capable of
What's
up,
outputting.
man?
Hey, look at it. Look, Sea of Thieves, cuz. Sea of Thieves. That's how a Kraken body look. You know these niggas low-key baby clowning, right? Low-key baby clowning. Like, this is a Kraken body. If you
Okay.
didn't know. All right, I'm just saying.
Much
I will
as
say this
22
one.
gigabytes a second.
Josh, why did you have to retweet that?
What did you retweet?
I couldn't help it. It was like a moth to a flame. I couldn't even stop myself. I told myself, please, no. I was like,
Stop lying. You was like, yeah.
I tried to stop myself. What you saying? You had an 8? I was like, oh, shit.
Yo, what big money at, bro?
I don't know. I haven't seen that nigga. That nigga, I don't know.
By the way, in terms
Waiting
of
for that
performance,
nigga. This nigga too boring. I can't get through this, cuz we're gonna have to just wing it. This nigga killing me,
That's
dog.
what it would take to decompress
Fuck.
the
Oh,
Kraken.
y'all trying to replace?
Fuck that. That nigga, oh my god. Nigga, can somebody...
He's boring as fuck.
I want to say something about these. Have you guys got into the specs? I want to say something about that.
No, we ain't gotten the shit. This motherfucker, we was trying to, but that nigga, we trying to have him tell us, but...
So I was looking at, I looked at a lot of angles.
Can't watch this nigga twice, cuz. Like,
I looked at he's ASMR, that's what he is. No, but I looked at a lot of angles regarding this. And I think people don't understand. The clues were already there the whole time. See, here's the thing. Sony has said that they're going to release a PlayStation Pro. They're not going to go all out because it's unnecessary. So what I believe with these specs, what they were trying to do is make it easy to use for the developers at this current time. So here's the thing. They have less processors, but they're faster. It's easier to manage less people that are more efficient than more people that are inefficient. That's what they're doing.
Wait. You said they have less processors than what?
The X, Series X.
No, they don't. What are you talking about? You talking about compute units?
Compute units, yes.
Okay, continue.
I don't understand what the point was.
Because when you said processors, that was the wrong terminology. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
Processors. Anything that's a compute unit, that's a processor. It's not like an actual. I mean, you can call it different names. A compute unit is a processor as well.
Okay, cool.
It is. You have a lot of different names.
Hey,
Well,
I'm not
no,
saying
because
it
I
ain't.
want you to
I'm
move on
not.
to your point.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
want
I'm
you
not.
to continue,
Does
but that's why I'm
anybody
not
want to pull up
arguing.
the definition for it? I mean, still being
No, I
like that.
mean,
You want to pull up who want to pull up
The
Webster's?
battle of the
God
Who want to pull
PCs.
damn!
up
Why
Webster's,
you
hey,
bro?
wanna?
Let's get this
Why
out.
do you wanna? Why do you wanna argue about this, bro?
you just,
Oh
I'm
no, I'm not
saying,
arguing
okay,
with it. You just cut me off on some shit. That's all I'm saying. I mean, it seems like you don't know what the word means. That's all I'm saying.
Battle of the
okay,
nerds.
look,
continue.
Yeah.
look. I'm gonna tell
All
you.
I'm saying is this: what they are trying to obviously save money, but in the process of saving money, they're trying to get the most bang out of the buck until the Pro comes out.
Nope.
So I think that's what it looks like to me because they're using. It's not worse, but it doesn't have as many transistors to kind of like show how big the chip is. They didn't say a lot of shit.
You know what it is? I can tell you
A
what it
lot of
is.
shit.
I can tell you what it is. I know what it is. Because if you just look at it, it's all in your face in plain sight. I know what it is. You got one company that needs to get their user base and build their user base through the Xbox as much as they can. You got the other ones with the PlayStation to where they want to make gaming and be more efficient in gaming, right? Now, what niggas don't understand is that all the power ain't fucking necessary no more because there is no market.
That's what I'm
There
saying.
is
Yeah.
no market for more power than what the PlayStation already has. The PlayStation 5, right? Microsoft needs the mind share of, hey, it's more powerful, so let's have the fanboys be happy to continue to buy our shit. But when these niggas see the power, I mean, when they see the games, even the third party games are gonna line up the fucking same because they both gonna be 4K and they're both gonna be 60 frames per second. The GPU is the teraflops, and that's what Microsoft has more of. Sony went and made shit faster, went and made sure they had the same RDNA technology or whatever. So the frames per second is going to come out evenly, the 4K is going to come out evenly, and the difference is going to be the speed of loading. That's what this shit is about. Microsoft just had to make sure that they had that
There
mind
are
share.
some there
What
are some
what's
things.
next? What's other than 4K? What's your TV? What kind of TV you got?
The only thing, no,
8K, nigga.
I
8K, and then
know
after
that
8K, we got 16K, nigga. We got that shit
What
covered now.
TV? What TV you got? You know, what TV do you got? Like,
I got an OLED. That
do you
come.
got an 8K TV in your house? Which one of y'all niggas got an 8K
It
TV
will
in your
be.
house?
It will
It
be.
will
It
be.
will be.
It will
Cause
be.
yeah,
I'm
no, but
telling you
like
if I
now.
get
honestly, like
two, if I get two 4Ks and put the
between
bitches together.
I'm telling you
I'll say
niggas.
this. I'll say this, right? Both of these consoles are not going to do no 60 frames per second at 4K all
No,
the time. They're going to
depending.
stick with
It's
30.
all. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
they even
depending
said
on
that.
what game. But what I'm telling you is there is enough power for when third party makes a game. It's gonna be fucking the
It'll
same.
be 4K.
Yeah, it's
It's
gonna
going to be
be the same.
4K. And the difference is that you're going to definitely need Digital Foundry. Now, there are some
No,
things.
we're not gonna need Digital Foundry because
No,
Digital
I mean,
Foundry
like
don't know shit.
no, I know, but if you want to have a pissing contest, right? Then that's what you would probably use. Because a lot of people don't know of anything. So here's the thing: there's no learning algorithms that we know of that's in the PS5, nor is it any kind of variable shaders or anything like that. But it does have a variable clock speed, and that's where all the fanboys is going. It's not going to run that all the time. It's going to run like that sometimes, or you know what I mean, only on harder workloads. Now, I was thinking about this shit too. The guy actually said it's going to be a 2% difference if it needs to like cool off or whatever the case is. That's what he said. That's what he claimed.
Who?
So I get that. Supposedly Mark Cerny.
When he was supposedly he just had a fucking thing. When he said
He
shit.
had no. I had to pull it up because I'm not on the road. But he said it in an interview. Someone was asking him questions regarding his shit, and he
Well,
said it's not going to really go that low if it does.
look, the way I'm telling you now, bro. Like it's all.
But it ain't going to make a difference.
It's only mind share, dog. Like the difference will be The difference will be the first party games. That's why it's going to be easier for Sony for people to make first party games look better and be better on a PlayStation's exclusive games, which also could answer the question with the whole PC thing. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, like it's going to be Nintendo. Like PlayStation is doing what Nintendo does. They're making it to where their games are going to be the definite best on their console best, plays best.
I thought you
here.
guys said that Sony was abandoning all PCs and kissed their
No,
ass.
it will happen if PC is. Don't get me fucking mixed up, my nigga. Like if PC is successful, it is a fucking wrap, my nigga. Like period. I mean, I'm just sorry, it just is. But what these niggas are doing right here, they are making sure that the console is more efficient because all the extra horsepower is no longer needed, my nigga. It's like having a fucking Ferrari but live in a fucking domestic neighborhood, my nigga. You can't race down that shit. It's 20 miles per hour limit. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Right
what
now,
Mark Cerny said
go ahead.
is he focused on compute units. That was something he was like, everybody talking about teraflops. Teraflops is not the end all be all. We've been telling niggas this for how long, and now this nigga is coming out saying the exact same fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, he was basically saying that he could have went with higher compute units and things like that, but he was like, there's so many compute units that basically sit idle and not being used. These were his words. That it didn't make any sense. Plus, it's easier for developers to develop when they can do it in 36 instead of doing something like 48 parallel. And he said it just didn't make sense. Plus, he wanted to go for efficiency, which was his main thing. And also, he did make a statement about cost efficiency as well. So of course, he was looking at the price like, we definitely don't want to make that fucking mistake again. You feel me?
Yeah, real
So.
shit. Real shit.
And he spoke about a lot of things when he did talk about the PlayStation. A lot of niggas fell asleep when they should have been awoke.
Yeah,
I
real
mean, I
shit.
get it. The nigga
Real
was
shit.
boring.
Yeah, real shit.
That's his
They was
ASMR
on them
voice. That's his
Z's up.
ASMR voice.
Nah, just how you talk,
but
but I mean that's what he
niggas
is.
was asleep though.
The thing is,
They was asleep. This nigga was giving gems, bro. He was dropping gems. He was dropping jewels because you see how all these niggas are talking about 10 and 12 right now. These niggas is gonna be talking about developer bias soon, nigga.
Yeah.
They gonna be talking about,
Yeah.
hold on, this don't make no sense. How the fuck
Yeah.
the Xbox is 12 teraflops? How the fuck is this possible? How is it running better on the PlayStation, nigga? Because he took the time to actually develop something that worked in the developer's favors. And Xbox did exactly what they always do.
Yeah.
They wanted to
They
go
try
with
to fight things.
force.
They try to think. Brute
Yeah.
force. They
They
try
want
to
to
fight it
brute
with
force
brute
it.
force.
They know that they have a group of niggas who will follow wherever they point to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They like 6 teraflops of power did absolutely nothing for these niggas, but they bragged about it until it came. Did you notice that when the Xbox Scorpio actually landed, niggas was nowhere around talking about teraflops of power? Because the games that resulted, they can't say, 12 flops, oh, look at the power, because their games came out garbage as fuck. It was just all a ploy to keep you in their ecosystem. They want you to keep with the Xbox.
They made such a smart decision with the most bang for your buck. At the end of the day, let's say if you did line up the teraflops together, let's say if it was at its max all the time, right? It's only 1.7 teraflops. It's not even enough to really make a couple frames. That's all you're going to get with that.
Well, you never
Maybe
get frames because teraflops don't even do with flames, right? Ain't it the CPU?
No, I'm saying and I know that, but I'm saying if you want to talk rudimentary, that's the best you're going to get at best case scenario. It's just not going to be one of those things where it's going to make that much of a difference.
Look,
it really isn't.
No, it's not because the PS4 Pro was there.
I tell you this, with all that heat sink and vapor cooling chamber and all that shit. One thing I was looking at, and I think Sony's going to try to beat them out maybe by like a week or two in terms of release. That's what I kind of feel like. Their system is more
Microsoft
efficient.
said Thanksgiving.
No, that's what I'm saying, bro. They said that it was a mistake, but what I believe with their simpler system, they'd be able to probably push more units out and push it out sooner because they don't have all that extra shit in there. On top of it, the bang that you get for the specs that you are seeing is what it is. Now, I was looking at the variable clock rate. Why do you need 12 teraflops to run a browser? I think what they're going to do if you're not running the game for power efficiency, how people be complaining, oh my gosh, this is going to use up so much power just by having it plugged in. I think it's just going to tone itself down as well
You know, he said that, right?
Mm-hmm.
He
I didn't
said
see it.
he actually said that. He was like, for less intensive games that don't really require that amount of power, there's no reason to have it amped up and pushing 2.23 gigahertz on the GPU. Basically, they can use that for something else. They can put those resources towards something else instead of having it on the game, which isn't utilizing it at all. It's just pretty much sitting idle.
Like you said in your tweet, they're about to get mollywopped, dude.
Yo, they about to get their ass tore up. That's why I've been positively going nuts, waiting for niggas to jump out the window. And you know what's funny? This showed that even now, these niggas are not happy. Xbox niggas are not happy, bruh. I don't know what the fuck is happening.
They were waiting for fans of the PlayStation. They were waiting for us to have this. I was like, you're not happy. I mean, you're looking at this like it's a game itself.
Yeah.
Worry about your own games. Like, what are you playing? I don't understand why you waiting for. Why you looking at our conference?
Yo.
Hey, did you not get your information? You good?
I was
should
waiting
be
to
funny
see
to
what
me.
that
I'm not sure what I
motherfucker
can.
looked like.
I'm not sure what I
I
can
know a lot of
contribute to.
Ah,
motherfuckers.
shit.
I know a lot of motherfuckers was looking at that shit to see what the motherfucking
What's up,
PlayStation
Gambit?
looked like, and a lot of
What's up,
motherfuckers
man?
was
Shit.
upset because of that.
Oh shit, Asian Gambit in the house.
You know what I believe too?
Hey,
On the
real
low,
shit. I don't know what I can contribute to this conversation. I didn't even watch the show. I was.
Oh shit.
I mean,
To give you a quick process, the PlayStation is faster than the Xbox. The Xbox is more powerful than the PlayStation. PlayStation is 10.2 something or 10.4 something teraflops.
Yeah.
so Pacquiao versus Cotto.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Stupid.
Y'all remember that fight, right?
Yeah.
Speed versus Power.
Yeah.
Speed versus Power. Y'all remember that, right?
Pacquiao
I was
fucking
at NTC. I was at NTC in Barstow watching that shit.
Yeah.
you know what I believe too? You know what I believe that this was supposed to be at GDC, as we all know. They kind of came out the rip and said that shit just to check expectations. But what I believe is going to happen, my bad. Let me walk away from this shit. What I believe is going to happen is that they're going to have a hell of a fucking launch in terms of the games. They may come out with some crazy shit.
Hey.
And then show you how much irrelevant it is for those specs.
You know what else it is? You know what else is crazy? My Nostradamus game. That nigga Flush owed me like 10 push-ups. That's all I'm saying.
I do, cuz. That's some bullshit. I was sitting here like, man, that's some bullshit. And low-key, I feel like they actually jumped the gun on the presentation. Like, that's why I didn't watch it. I'm like, I know it's all tech talk. It's all tech talk and real shit.
Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody give a fuck about tech talk.
Hey.
That's why everybody tuned in and then claimed it was boring. I'm like, do you not know this motherfucker? Do you not know Cerny? You think he gonna come out here and be, you know what I'm saying? Busta Rhymes in this bitch? Like, you think he's gonna be Busta Rhymes in this shit?
You wanna double up on this bet? Because I can tell where the pieces are falling, my nigga. We can double up. I bet. What's today? Today is what? The 18th?
18th.
We got how many weeks left in this month? We got 2 weeks left in this month?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2.5.
2.5 weeks.
2.5.
The first week of next month, that's when they gonna start talking games. All of them.
Xbox you know it's coming.
Next
month.
First week.
What games are they going to release? Though is the question.
No.
That's the question.
No, what they're gonna do here is right. I promise you this. What they're gonna do? They already got the release date for all. They got everything out the way for the PlayStation 4, right? As far as the release dates and the games are gonna come out, they're gonna come and they're gonna start.
So you're telling me they're satisfied with their pre-orders of The Last of Us 2?
I don't know. I think they're satisfied with the hype behind The Last of Us 2. Right now, today, they know damn well if they show a stream of The Last of Us 2 gameplay, a new story trailer, it'll catch 8 million views. People are excited. The TV show is coming out. No, they're not worried about The Last of Us 2. They're not worried about it.
No, you know what? If that's the case, I could believe it.
Yeah,
I could believe it.
I think we're gonna come in.
Last of Us has a fucking huge fucking. Yeah, Last of Us is definitely gonna do well. Trust.
Right.
So I think they starting this game now. Go ahead.
Ain't the PS5 supposed to be back with
It's
PS4
fucking
games?
pouring outside.
Yeah.
With all of them, or just some of them?
No, this is what they said, and this is what got all convoluted with their own specs. From what I can understand, I think they're gonna have like at least 100 games is going to be boosted.
No.
No,
No.
from what I understand,
all of them are gonna be boosted. All of them are gonna be backwards compatible. It's just that they're taking time. I was talking to Sick about this shit.
so which means it's not true backward compat then.
No, they say it right
No,
now.
it is.
No, it is. It's native. It's native backwards compatible. You put a disc in there, it's gonna play it. You don't need the what they're
But how is it only 100 games?
It's because
you would think that would just be
it's because
any game.
It's because popping the game in an SSD and it's the SSD technology that they got to work on. They got to get a fix for it because the games the SSD is faster than the game can handle, and I guess it makes something go off. Maybe it makes it glitchy or something. Just like boost mode. Remember how boost mode makes some shit glitchy? That's what I'm thinking is what they talking about.
It's not
back in the day with PlayStation 2. You remember back in the day with PlayStation 2 how it could actually it could filter the textures and then make it faster loading.
Right.
Basically,
right.
That's basically what you're gonna
fucking
get.
up the games if you.
And so
I'm not. I mean, because it's a different architecture. It's a different architecture, so that's probably what's happening. Where it's some kind of incompatibility. But I heard that there's going to actually boost up the loading for some games. That's the only thing it really can do, because the games are pretty much set in stone in terms of their programming.
Right. I mean, you ain't going to change much with a PlayStation 2 game. You ain't going to be able to change much except make it load faster.
Right. It's so fast and shit like that. People are going to understand that this is not about loading a level faster. And I read what that ugly ass nigga said, but he had some truth.
Who?
Fucking John Letterman, whatever the fuck his name is.
That is an ugly nigga though.
Who?
Not even talking about how niggas look. That is an ugly ass nigga. Cause I see why he be like so tripping off and shit. What's up, Tech? You need to hop in and let me know.
But I will say this. The way that the levels are going to be structured for the hard drive, if you can do it that way, it's going to change the way that the game levels are made, essentially. If you can do it the way that they want you to do it, you're going to have some crazy shit going on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You talking about with that nigga? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. How he said, like, say for Horizon, for example, like if you wanted to make her fly, you can now, like, with the speed of the technology loading shit up, you can make her ass fly through the motherfucking map.
Oh, that's right. Because that's why they said they couldn't do it in the first game.
Right.
Like you can't fly a Stormbird because the map won't load quick enough for your ass to.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And now you'll be able to do it.
The mounts are slow.
Yeah.
But there's more to it. There's more to it than just traveling. This bus speed, whatever this shit is, so fast that you're able to dump information and load it up. You can be able to put so much on the screen at once and then dump it really quickly and then load it up again really quickly. So you'd be able to have more detail in your
Dynasty Warriors, man, are
vicinity.
next level fucking shit, dude, man. With so many people on your screen at once, it's gonna be insane.
Do you know what's gonna be insane?
That would be sick, actually.
Nigga, Gran Turismo's gonna be insane. That's what's gonna be.
Yeah,
insane.
oh yeah.
That type
of
racing game.
Oh yeah,
be insane.
I was thinking Days Gone's gonna be stupid. The amount of zombies and the things the zombies
click. Right. The Horde. Fucking right, Royal. Fucking right.
A lot of people question, right, why Gran Turismo doesn't have like real time day and night cycles and shit like that. A lot of people was wondering that shit, right? So all right, cool. The reason why is because of the ray tracing aspects. Like they cheat in any game that we have this current generation. They have to do like all these little invisible lights to make it fake that light is bouncing and all other shit.
Right.
With these new processors and shit like that, you'll be able, because like basically there's a lighting engine for the car and there's a lighting engine for the environment, and that has to be synced up properly, or else everything's gonna look out of place. It's why Gran Turismo looks so good, but it's static. This global illumination and all this other shit that's going on with these consoles in general is gonna make it so much easier to create an environment without having all these like trickery and have to think outside the box and shit.
Yeah.
Now that new announcement for Dynasty Warriors has me fucking stoked now, bro, for next gen.
This nigga always. What else you got, Fatal?
Look at nothing else. Look at nothing else. Fuck you, all right?
All right.
I'm just.
Yo, J-Tech, you want in on this bitch, dude, man? Then get your ass in here. I'll move you down.
Hey, Fatal, make him to where he can get it. I would do it. I don't know how to do it. I don't want to.
Oh, he's in here right now. He's already in here. I already made him a member.
What's going on?
All right.
What's up, Jay?
What's good with it?
Look, I got a theory, and a lot of people haven't talked about it. Fatal, we got into it earlier, They were talking about 100 games, right? Their most popular games are gonna have the enhancement for the PS5. But then the other games, there's still this pro games will still have those enhancements, and then normal PS4 games that don't have any enhancements, they're still gonna be playable. So a lot of people kept thinking, hey, it's only 100 games that are going to be playable for backwards compatibility. No, that's not true. Every PS4 game will be backwards compatibility, but there's different enhancements. So this is what I was wondering. And I thought about this over the last hour. And this is probably the most craziest theory you could ever think of, but I do believe it's true. Horizon Zero Dawn is put on PC to go head to head with the power of the PS4, because that will be one of the games that will be enhanced.
Spicy move.
When comparisons are made, they will be made not because of the PS4 Pro compared to PC, but because of the PS5 compared to the PC of that same exact game. And I think that will be.
I like that theory.
Yeah, you might got a hook right there.
You might have actually won this battle, J Tech.
Right there.
That's a good one. That's
and I don't think that's the only. I don't think that's the only game, because you're talking about the Decima engine, which was made primarily for the PS4 Pro, basically, and the other game would be Death Stranding.
Yep.
There's two other games that I want enhancements for that use the Decima engine. That would be Killzone. That would be Killzone Shadowfall. I would also want a PS4 Pro. A PS5 enhancement, as well as Until Dawn. I will play that game again. These are some beautiful games using the Decima engine.
Killzone, beautiful.
Okay,
Shadowfall, Killzone Shadowfall is a
beautiful game. What? Killzone is still one of the prettiest games. Like, damn.
Killzone's a beautiful game, but it's got shitty gameplay though.
No, it was a story.
You want to know what people didn't even pay attention to? You want to know what people didn't pay attention to? Is the fact that you can use a third-party hard drive, and it's still, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need a proprietary memory chip to get this shit to work.
Oh, for the VMUs, what the fuck you want to call it there?
Yeah.
M.2 drive.
Yeah. As long as they're certified and shit like that, yeah, you can use third-party fucking.
Certified probably just means a certain specification, like it can only do. Like,
what I mean? Like, yeah. That's actually kind of cool. I like that. That's kind of cool if you want to
That's already like they're trying to make this console friendly, and I want to stress enough that they already had in mind that they were already going to do a PlayStation 5 Pro. They're not going to go ham on this shit.
I don't think so.
Like this.
I don't think so, bro.
I mean, what they.
You really are adamant about this fucking Pro shit, dude.
He said.
Where are you getting this from? Where are you getting this from?
When I get home, I'm gonna post it in the Discord.
Yeah, post that shit. Because I mean, the only way it makes sense, right? The only way I can see that making sense is they'll do it if 8K TVs become almost mainstream in this generation.
Yeah, I agree with Thrash on that one.
Yeah. Or Fatal, if you wanted to do a search, you could probably find it.
All right, tell me what to type in, rough. I'll look for it.
Just do PS5 Pro. Mark Cerny.
I think that I believe that, like I said, man, I think that it's all a chess game, and not to say that games is unnecessarily powerful. Like with the PC, is different because they like more of a mod. They got mod niggas and they got screens that are 8K that's not affordable at all. But PC niggas love to spend their money. They got a market there for that. If 4K TVs are just now getting in and people are just now getting used to 4K, there's no reason to make it to where your shit is in overkill, especially when you're powerful enough to run every game that you're gonna have in 4K. If the developer wanted to do so, and then it's all about the frames. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the fucking frames. So if the frames is matching Xboxes, and if the SSD is quicker, then I see Sony having the upper hand, but in a more sneaky way, in an Asian sneak way, like Asian ninja.
Hey,
I say Asian
Hey, I
ninja.
ain't seeing shit here. Fucking there.
I'm just saying
Like
the
a-
ninjas, like
like a
ninjas,
First of
like
all,
a ninja.
first of all,
I'm gonna have to define it.
I'm
Then.
saying, first of all, that's not sneaky
Yeah,
at
go
all.
ahead,
That was
please do,
blatant.
man.
That's sneaky. No, that's sneaky because, like, what we're gonna start seeing this generation is you're gonna start hearing these people talk about teraflops and power, and that's why I keep asking that question. If Microsoft leads the league in power in teraflops, then we should be seeing way better games on the Xbox, my nigga. So this generation, the Xbox should be held accountable for its actions. It'll be way better if Sony put out games, which they will do, which they have done this generation, which they will be doing this month, next month, and the month after that, is putting out games on a weaker console that looks 10 times better
Well,
than what
why
the other
are
games.
we holding that? How come we holding them to that standard next generation? Why aren't we doing that now?
Because why are we talking about teraflops in the first place if that's not the reason?
I'm saying.
No, I know what I'm saying.
I mean,
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm just saying. And wait, what's the point of us bragging about teraflops or Xbox niggas or anybody who talks about teraflops and saying they're going to buy their console because of teraflops? What is the point of that?
As a fan of PlayStation, we all know that number never meant anything. I think people are forgetting that Horizon Zero Dawn and Uncharted was running off of 1.8 teraflops.
Hey, here's the question that I have, right? See, I'm a console dude, and y'all know that, right? But as a console dude, there's certain things I don't do, right? And but the thing is, why I always ask this question. Like, I always feel like power is the conversation of a PC dude, right? So if you're a console dude and you start talking power this and power that, why are you upset when a PC dude jump into your shit and start talking to you? You speaking his language.
Ding.
You are speaking his language.
Exactly.
I don't speak that language, cause so I can't. You know what I mean? Like
I've been preaching this shit. Like the console players and PC players are totally different.
PC
All
players.
I want to know is
Yeah, but the same rule applies though to those motherfuckers that sit out here.
The fact of the matter
Yeah,
is,
but Royal, it's the same rule applies though too as well to those people that sit there and say, "Oh, I don't care about power," then go out and buy themselves a top of the line PC rig. Like fuck out.
Why?
Yeah, that's
why would
true.
you do that?
I mean, PC niggas.
People get hyped for no reason.
PC gamers smell like wet dog.
Hey, my hype is legit, Josh. Fuck you.
You don't trust niggas who smell like wet dog. You know, like you just don't. So it's.
Excuse me. What's up, Deeper?
So I heard a stereotype, right? I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm not gonna say it.
No, go ahead.
No, you might.
Hold on, Diver, are you there?
What's it that all black people eat chicken?
What's good, my nigga? Hell yeah, we do.
I mean, of course I know that.
I mean, I could have
Yo,
sworn.
Diver, what's your thoughts on the whole entire PS5?
I could have sworn chicken is a main course and beans and rice is side items. You a side item eating ass motherfucker. My bad. Go ahead, Phantom.
Hey man, chicken for life, bro. Chicken for life.
I can't really say that. I can't really say that because I eat rice. And you know what I'm saying?
As a main course.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I mean, so I'm a reserve laughter. Y'all go ahead and enjoy yourself.
Hey, I'll say.
I heard that all black people smell like blue magic.
No, nigga, we smell like we smell like that's the niggas who was born in the 70s.
Where the fuck?
I don't stereotype y'all like that, man.
All black people should know what that is.
Oh, but you stereotype Canadians, motherfucker. I see how it is.
If you watch the American Gangster, you know what that is.
Hey, you know the biggest sin? The biggest sin I seen today was like as niggas clowning Mark Cerny. You know what I'm saying that he gay, saying that he ugly. And I'm looking at these.
Mark Cerny's not gay.
This
Dude. You see
wife,
this fucking girl that he
has?
has?
Saying. That nigga wife is badder than any bitch you ever been with, my nigga. Y'all niggas better get your fucking game up. You better step your nice nigga game up.
I'm telling you,
exactly. Step your fucking game up, bro.
I'm telling you, yo, he's too meticulous. That's why he has that wife. You know, when he be eating her ass out, yo, he be hitting those pressure points.
No, you know what it is?
Probably walked up. He walked up to that bitch and be like, "Bitch, I'll kill your whole family. You mine now."
No, the problem is,
he got that shit down to a science. That's what it is.
What y'all fail to realize is that nigga chooses the Japanese culture, my nigga. Like he's a Japanese culture white nigga. You know what I'm saying?
He speaks.
Oh, he's a weebo.
He speaks Japanese and he speaks it so like perfect, man.
Weebo. What you saying? He's the ultimate.
Yeah, ultimate weebo.
Real shit.
God damn.
Yo, I got a question for y'all. How the fuck do you find this goddamn demo for Resident Evil 3, my nigga? Like,
I heard
oh, it's not released yet. Okay, hold on. You'll see if you go to Japanese account or a New Zealand account, you can fucking download it there. That's how I did it. I changed my Xbox to New Zealand. I was able to cap it there.
I'm sorry, I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
I got an email from Xbox because that other Resident Evil game is supposed to have a demo a week later.
The
Resistance? No. Resistance is coming out the same day.
No, I'm saying it's supposed to have another demo the week later. I got that from my Xbox email.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question about. I have a theory about the 100 games that they're referring to.
Oh fuck!
I feel like those games are going to be 4K 60 frames a second. All of them. All 100
Who cares?
of those games.
Who cares about fucking 4K?
Can I correct y'all on that? Because there was definitely some misinformation out there.
Go ahead.
What Mark Cerny said is that not all games work via backwards compatibility. He said they took the top 100 games based on most hours played.
Yep.
Based on most hours played, and those are the ones they are working on making sure and ensuring that they work with backwards compatibility. Again,
JTech, I was right.
You're taking games, right? You're taking games that aren't meant to run on this hardware, this type of hardware. It was created and designed for the Jaguar. So what's happening is when they start playing these games, they're not running properly. So what they have to do is they have to go in and manually change things to ensure that the games run properly. So they're going to put out a shit ton of these games and make sure that they work, but they have to go in and make sure these motherfuckers work.
So what about Microsoft? How come they're able to knock that shit out the park?
They've already done
because Microsoft started this last generation.
Yeah, they already done it.
Yeah, they're doing it.
Every game that's available.
They started out with through emulator.
Yeah. Every game that's available on the new Xbox is the ones that's available now. That's why they stopped making them. Remember, they even said they stopped making them for the Xbox One so they can start working on the Xbox Series X ones. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, I just noticed that Mark Cerny looks a lot like Dana Carvey, dude.
Get off of Mark Cerny's nuts, dog. Okay?
Like a whole ass ninja.
That nigga
motherfucker, man, yo. All he's missing is fucking his Wayne brother.
You know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. I feel Mark Cerny is the way Mark Cerny needs to be. If he's any different than what he is, I don't believe him. Like, I don't believe you could build this tech. But because he is the way that he is, I'm like, you know what? You just the right combination of weird and genius to build some shit like this.
Agreed, man. Agreed.
I think Ninja is his son.
What about what do you call it? Like that little slide where they had the PS4, PS Pro, and they have like these little spaces at the bottom, like something else could be in there. Y'all think it's gonna be PS3 2-in-1 in that little space?
Could be.
Well, see, this is the thing. They didn't want to speak on that because this wasn't really for the consumers, right? It's just to show what they have ready now, right? Again, you want to keep surprises in the tuck because you're going to want something when you actually do your actual reveal, where you reveal the console and everything. You're going to want something to show off, right? So if you think about it, they didn't tell us any of the features software-wise that this actual console was going to have. All they did was broke down the hardware. That's it.
Yeah,
That's it. That's why when I saw niggas rejoicing and like, it's 12, that's it. I'm like, bruh, y'all haven't heard a single fucking thing this man just said. Because if you did, you would be worried. As a matter of fact, you would be afraid for the destiny of your goddamn Xbox console.
Yeah.
I'm so
Real
goddamn
shit.
serious.
No, real shit.
Because
what about why would they do this after the reveal of the Xbox Series X specs?
Because they're not doing it in response to the Xbox Series X. I thought it was a response.
They that ballsy?
No,
They
nigga,
don't care, they
this
just
was
irrelevant?
supposed to happen with GDC. The coronavirus is the reason why we're seeing it right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what y'all telling me
gonna
is
see this shit.
Josh, pay attention.
Concerned about objects not rendering quick enough when I get there. Like, you know how you play certain games and you get there way quicker than the game wants you to get there, and it's just not ready to render all that shit. Are you saying that's not going to be a problem for me next generation?
That's what they're
for
saying.
the most part, yeah. For the most part,
Alright,
yes.
so, I mean,
Not only that, but you be able to pack more detail in a localized space where you can see it.
Right.
Because it's so fast, they can just dump and retrieve information so damn quickly. So
Dude, Ori has issues like that. Fucking
Does it
Ori.
really? Aside
Yes,
Ori,
dude.
really?
Yeah, Ori has issues to the point where sometimes the game will take a while to load in when you gotta go. Like, I've gotten stuck inside fucking shit that wasn't supposed to be there because the loading time took forever to get me over to the next area where I was supposed to go. So I was glitching into shit.
Yeah, what engine is it? What engine is it?
It's
I don't fucking know.
having problems. It has
a lot of problems. It has a lot of fucking problems.
It has a lot of problems on the 2013 Xbox, but every other Xbox, the Slim.
No, the S version, dude. Like I ran it. My game has crashed multiple times. My game fucking takes forever to fucking load up certain things. Fucking the game has like these frequencies where like it will pause my game. Yeah, it will literally freeze my game for about a good like fucking 4 seconds, and then the game actually fucking responds again.
I think it's unreal.
The longer you play,
that's why.
The longer you play, the shittier your game gets. The longer you play Ori, right now.
I think it's Unreal 4 is the reason. Is that is notorious for having memory issues like that, where it doesn't load quick enough.
Hey, do you know?
It's Unreal
I don't know what engine it's using. I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
It's definitely a memory leak. If it's doing the shit that you're saying, where it's like literally pausing, stuttering mid game. Yeah,
I wish sick man. I wish I could take videos of it and show it to you guys.
It doesn't really matter, man.
It's really bad.
But it doesn't really matter. The thing is, y'all as Xbox gamers should be speaking up, bro. Like when Days Gone, listen, I had no problems, no issues with Days Gone until they sent a patch out, my nigga. I swear to God. Live, because I was live streaming that motherfucker. As soon as that patch got installed, my game just started doing all kind of fucked up shit. Nigga,
I saw your stream, Sick. I saw your stream with that last update. Yeah.
Sick. I said that shit to Josh, and Josh was trying to beat me up through the goddamn podcast. Motherfucker would not let me tell him that shit.
And by the way, Josh, it's not Unreal. It's the Unity engine it's using. It's using the Unity engine.
All right.
That's the reason why they should have proprietary engines for their games, dog. Like, I don't really... Because what I've seen is there's better results when they use their own in-house engines, bro. When they're using other people's engines, bro, that shit just don't work properly.
Yeah, Nintendo's a fucking company that uses like wireframing technology and shit still to this day.
For Xbox, what do you gotta say about that proprietary memory card?
What about it?
I'm curious what you guys think about that.
That shit gonna be part of.
I personally don't care.
It's gonna be a part of the downfall of Xbox. Is what that's gonna be.
Well, I mean, if that be the case, we said the same thing about the 360.
I'm gonna just do what I do with my PS4. When I'm done with that motherfucker, I uninstall it and make room for the next game.
Yeah, but what if those games? Go ahead.
Huh?
Here's the question I got a question for you, Killer Tay. Look.
What's up?
I know everybody think it's all doom and gloom. I don't really give a fuck about Xbox, but I will say this. That proprietary hard drive is going to be useless for most. It's just not going to make sense for them to get it.
Yeah.
If they give you this option. Now, if they restrict what I'm about to tell you, then they literally just pushing for y'all to buy these little memory cards, right? As long as they allow you to download the game to the external and then move it to the internal drive, you wouldn't have to do any of that. Just get a big ass external hard drive, download your games to that hard drive, and then move it to the SSD when you finna play it.
If I recall correctly, right? They said that you cannot use a regular external hard drive
to play.
Yeah, you can't.
Right, but I'm not telling you to play it.
No, I know that one. You're saying to pull it from there.
Right.
Yeah, like just like keeping it there as a backup and then moving it over to the actual main hard drive on the system itself.
I think they said that you have to. The external hard drive is only used for older games, the last generation games, and before it.
No, you can play older games from that hard drive on the Series X.
Exactly.
You can't play any Xbox One game, Xbox Series X games from that old hard drive.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if that's the case, then you probably can't pull games from there.
Save it on
but you can do that. You can do that with the old Xbox, right? With the old Xbox, you could move games from drive to drive. I remember because I used to do it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about this one, the new one.
Yeah, but it's just data, dog. That's all it is data. So the data is being downloaded.
Yeah, as long as you're not trying to load the game from that
Right.
that external, you should be good.
You
But if
would
they
think that it's just data. I think they're gonna not cap that shit. I don't think they're
but
gonna allow
Nah,
you to do that.
if they
the thing
restrict
is,
it though, that's when you should be a little bit worried because that means
That's
yeah,
what
they're
I'm
Yeah,
saying. I
pushing
think
for
they
you to
will.
buy
yeah.
the drives.
I think they
yeah.
will.
Y'all really think that they'll do that? But if they do that and y'all don't
Ain't Sony supposed to be doing some like memory
shit.
card thing like that too?
Yeah, it says right here.
No.
It says right here. It says fucking for Series S games, a USB hard drive can be used as a backup solution where you can park games that you need to be shuffled over to the internal
Oh,
storage
so you can.
place. So to
Okay,
answer your question,
There
yes, you
you
can.
go. There
There you
you
go.
go.
You're good.
There
There
you
you go.
go.
You're good. So
So
that's a
you should
plus.
good to
So
go.
yeah. So then you just do it that way. When you're done filling up your hard drive on the actual like main
That's
system
not
itself,
bad.
just, there you go.
That's a
Yeah.
decent solution. That's not
So
bad.
Yeah,
so so
yeah.
tell me this.
I'm glad they added that. I'm glad they fucking added that. Thank
So tell me
Christ.
this. What is the point in having the extra slot for the goddamn
For
SSD?
For
Because
people
that's
that don't
for
want to do that way, I guess.
current gen,
hold
current
up,
gen.
hold up. What Major Nelson said is it's easier for instead of moving your whole fucking external, you can just save whatever game you have on that external SSD. You know, like we used to do with the fucking memory card back in PS1, PS2 days.
Okay, see
Instead of
now
taking the
you're
whole, you
repeating
just
back
take
to
that
me what I just
motherfucker.
told you. Like you're repeating
No,
back
no,
to
no,
me
no,
what I
no.
just said to
No,
you. Like that, I understand that.
yeah, but you're taking it over to your friend's house, and you loading your save game from that memory card. That's basically what he's saying.
But I mean, to be
But
fair though, Taya, how many motherfuckers are actually going to do that though nowadays, man?
I'm not saying
you don't like
that
going
they
over.
are, but I'm just telling them
No,
from what
I know,
wait,
I'm
wait, wait,
agreeing with
wait,
you, but
wait,
I'm just
wait.
saying, like,
yeah.
but there's not like how many people are going to be doing that though?
So wait, let me
I
get
mean,
this
it
right.
might
Let me
be a
get this
couple.
right.
It might be a couple.
I think I'm a little confused. But I think you
Oh,
kind of clearing it up. So if you have a memory card and you go to your friend's house with said memory card, it already has the game on there. You just plug it into your friend's Xbox
Yeah,
and then I guess put your account on
you
it,
can,
right?
but you have to wait for your external hard drive and then to move it, park it over to the fucking Xbox at your friend's house to use it. You can play the games from that memory, the Series X game from that memory card.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a lot better and smaller.
How much do you think it's gonna cost?
I don't know. That
Would you be okay with it costing $150?
if it costs the price of a game, then it might be worth it.
I said the same
$160,
thing.
that
Would you
no.
be okay with it
You
costing
might as well leave that bitch.
$150?
If it costs the price of a game, then it might be worth it.
I said the same
$160,
thing.
that
Would
no.
you be okay with it costing
You might as well leave that bitch.
$150?
If it costs the price of a game, then it might
Whoa,
be worth
what's
it. Damn,
happening?
who
I said the same thing.
Dash, what are you doing, bitch?
Would you be okay
what
with
I
it
do?
costing
might as
What
well.
happened? What do you mean?
$150?
If it costs the
I'm
price
hearing
of a game,
feedback, man.
it might be
Whoa,
worth
what's
it.
happening?
Oh,
I said
what
the same
happened?
thing.
I got it.
We
My
hit a
bad.
screen.
Go ahead. I got you.
Well, because right now the
$150 on
1 TB
that shit.
Seagate
No.
MV, whatever you want to call it, their driver PCs are currently at about $200 right now for
Yeah.
retail.
Mhm.
So, but I mean, I don't know, man. I think fucking 100. Like, I think it's probably going to be more than that. Sick, and I hate to say that, but yeah, I think you're right. I think it's going to cost about the same price as like say what
The last time,
the Elite controller
the
is.
last
I
time
just don't see
Microsoft
how.
did this shit, y'all. The last time you're talking about the memory cards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last time Microsoft did this shit was with the 360. How much were those going for?
Yeah, 360. They were
I can
like
find out.
30. They were like $20-$30.
No, it
No,
wasn't.
it was not.
No,
Shit.
the fuck, it was not. It was
He's
way more
talking
than
about.
that, man.
Wait.
Listen.
Killer
The memory
talking about
cards,
the actual
the
memory cards, the little small.
Oh, the little slots.
the little tiny ones? Oh.
I'm talking about the HDD.
I'm not talking
Remember,
about a hard drive.
no, what they calling these? I'm talking about the hard drive. Cause they calling these hard drives, right? They like baby hard drives, right?
That's what they are.
That's
Nah,
what they
they're
are.
memory sticks. They're
No,
memory
No,
sticks.
they're hard drive.
They're SSDs. They're
Yeah.
SSDs, and
Yeah.
they're proprietary by Seagate.
Right.
That's gonna be expensive as
It's gonna be
fuck.
expensive as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's gonna be as expensive as fuck. First of all, it's manufactured by Seagate. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta pay for the Seagate brand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what kind of deal they got with
Yeah,
them.
somebody else's
I
manufacturer,
thought
right?
Seagate was shit too. I thought Seagate wasn't that great.
Seagate isn't bad. Like I got a lot of Seagate
I
drives.
got a Seagate drive right here on my PlayStation, like 4 terabyte.
Yeah, they
4
okay.
terabyte.
Yeah.
4 teasy fleazies on this motherfucker. Nigga, still ain't used it all up.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just don't drop that bitch too many times, and you be good.
Nigga, all my consoles, nigga.
You fuck around and drop.
All my consoles got diapers on,
nigga.
nigga.
Seagate one good time. That bitch is done.
All my consoles got diapers on, nigga. Stupid, nigga. Drop this motherfucker. They gonna have diaper patty, nigga. But no, I think that's a mistake, and that was part of the things I was saying too. Is that it's gonna be way more expensive to even just own an Xbox. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna cost and making it way too expensive than what it needs to be. They needed to have a swap out HDD. They needed to have no batteries in those controllers. They needed a new controller. They needed to add the rumble features to keep up with everybody else because they're just stuck in these past generation shit. No design was put into this shit.
You don't need a new controller.
You know what it is?
No, they need to have a new controller. I don't want to use my old controller for a $600 console. I think I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need a shit.
If you got a controller after the fucking the X came out, those controllers are Bluetooth capable. They
compatible,
just like the next one. Yeah,
yes, they're compatible.
They're gonna work just like the one they got now.
I would
Only thing that's different is the new Xbox got a share button.
Yeah, which you can use in your old ones. What I'm saying here is, nigga, is that I need a new motherfucking controller for my new generation console. I need a new generation controller. No, it don't. It comes with a last generation controller with a button and a new D-pad, nigga.
What the hell you think? You need a different type controller?
Yes. If it comes in the box, I need me a new. Why wouldn't you want an upgraded controller to come with your upgraded console? What you mean? Why
fix what ain't broken?
Okay, then why add memory cards?
I didn't say that. I didn't talk about that. I'm talking about controller.
I mean, if we not fixing shit that's not broken,
have nothing to do with controller.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, a controller is a basic thing. That's something that we're supposed to get. Like, when Nintendo got a new Nintendo, you got new controllers. PlayStation, the PS2, the difference between the PS2 and PS3 was nothing but wireless.
It's still the same controller. It's still same shape. All they did was add a touch pad to from this one.
Nah. Yeah, it's the exact same thing. And a share button and an option button.
Yeah.
Nah, the PS3 and the PS4 controller feels totally different.
Yeah, because the PS3 can...
The weight tape on the PS4 controller is obviously different. The PS4 controller is shitty fucking made, dude.
Listen. What is different about the shape of the PS4... I mean, not the PS4. PS3 and the PS2 controller and the PS1 controller.
No difference. Upgrade, but it was upgraded. It was upgraded.
There is a difference.
Only thing that was different. Only thing that was different.
There is some differences.
From the PS2 to PS3 was that they took the fucking rumbles out of that motherfucker and gave you fucking Y-axis that nobody fucking used.
Didn't they take the wire away from that motherfucker too? Wasn't it wireless now too?
I mean, it's still the same.
No. It's fucking wireless. What's wrong? It is wireless.
Wait. Here's the thing. When you went from PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2, well, in the first PlayStation,
they added DualShock to the PS1.
Right.
Bruh. In the first PlayStation, right? They didn't even have analog sticks.
Right.
Not right away, yeah. Not till halfway through that generation.
They got it later in that generation. Yeah.
But the difference is the PlayStation 3 controller was like heavier and bigger than PlayStation 2. There's a difference. Like you can actually tell.
No.
Yeah.
PlayStation 3 controller was light as fuck, dude.
But it's
light as a feather.
Have y'all touched a PlayStation 2 controller in a long time?
Yes.
It's still
I
lightweight.
have my PS2.
Look, the PlayStation 2 controller versus the PlayStation 3. All right. When it first came out, the 6 Aces. The 6 Aces was too light. Niggas don't be mocking me, white boy. It didn't have no rumble. It didn't have no rumble. It had the bullshit 6 Aces, which they got shitted on for not having it. So they fixed that shit. But it had the PlayStation button, right? The PS2 didn't have that. They had wireless. The PS2 didn't have that. It had 6 Aces. The PS2 didn't have that. and they never had to deal with batteries in the entirety of any PlayStation generation. Right?
I'm not talking about the. I'm not talking about the wire.
But you have to.
Itself.
We are talking about the controller. Wireless is a big deal. In difference between the fucking how many times your mama done tripped over your motherfucking PlayStation wire and you couldn't say shit to her ass because she'll give your ass a whooping.
That's true. That's fucking beyond true.
Nigga, come on, bro.
Fucking PlayStation was in my room.
Nah, I'm just nigga. Just because you ain't go through those choices that you had to make between life and PlayStation, nigga. I did, nigga.
Yo, I will say this though, dude. I will say this, man. Like. OG Xbox, you had the Duke.
Yeah.
You had the Duke with the OG Xbox, right?
She was
and then, during that generation, they came with the Slim.
Terrible goddamn controller, by the way.
Yeah, Duke was fucking god awful.
It's the worst controller ever.
Then the 361, they fixed all that shit, but gave us a shitty D-pad.
Well, they fixed it. They fixed it in part one. I mean, they fixed it in the first Xbox, but I know what you mean. It launched with a better console that time.
Yeah, it launched like a little bit better of a design for it and shit like that. Now the 360 to the Xbox One. Oh yeah, there's definitely a difference in feel and comfort for sure, dude. Like absolutely. Like fucking.
It still takes batteries.
I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, it still takes batteries. Yes.
No.
But the feel is
I've been
fucking
playing
vastly
both
different.
of these motherfucking consoles for so long that I mean, there's very little difference into what you get.
Bruh.
Each time these fucking controllers come out.
Microsoft.
It's not a complete. It's not a completely different thing.
What's the difference? Okay. Then what's the difference? What's the difference
since the Duke to the 360?
Right, but what's the difference between
Nintendo is the one that has the drastic controller differences.
Yeah,
here.
Nintendo the only one.
Always, Nintendo's stupid. Nintendo is dumb. Don't worry about them. We're not talking about the dumb shit that they do. Nigga,
what fucking do innovation? Fucking look at what Nintendo did.
Hey, bruh, you know how many third-party games that the Wii lost due to that controller, bro? Like you couldn't even play Tekken. Like they couldn't put Tekken on the Wii. Oh no, the Wii, not the Wii U, the Wii. You couldn't even play fighting games and shit on that motherfucker. They lost a lot of games simply due to that controller, right? But
I don't know. I played Guilty Gear on it pretty goddamn well with the actual fucking standard controller.
Damn, nigga, did I say Guilty Gears or did I say it lost games like Tekken? I didn't
You said fighting games, so I'm just correcting you.
Nigga, if you play Guilty Gear with 2 buttons and you enjoy yourself, my nigga, like that's what you do, nigga. Like,
motherfucker, I played Guilty Gear with a 4-button controller. What are you talking about? You know the Wii actually had attachable controllers, right?
You know what my fucking point is, right? Do you know what my fucking point is?
No, I don't get your fucking point.
Why don't you understand
the point? Be
more
specific, you son of a bitch.
No, I was. I said they lost a lot of third-party support due to that controller, my nigga. That's what happened. I mean, that's just a fact. It's not me clowning Nintendo. I'm just being real. They lost a lot of third-party support due to that shit. They had the most.
They lost a lot of third-party support for a lot of their consoles.
They had the largest user base of all motherfuckers in that generation, bro. But they didn't have third-party support because most of the games can't run Call of Duty on that piece of shit. No, but that controller. Like,
even though Call of Duty did come out.
Actually, I
came
did
for the Wii U.
Remember Modern Warfare Reflex?
Reflex? That's what it was called.
Black Ops?
Black Ops did not come out on that shit.
Not on the Wii U.
You stupid.
On the Wii.
On the Wii U.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. The Wii actually had a lot of Call of Duty games.
Let him get his point out.
Let me get my fucking point out. Fuck you, fucking Nintendo nerds, nigga. Fuck y'all. No, my point is valid. Why are you loud? Okay, look, this is what I'm talking about, cuz.
I mean, it's true.
Are you gonna fucking tell me right now, cuz? Are you gonna fucking tell me right now that Nintendo had third-party support? Are you gonna fucking tell me that shit?
Yes, they did.
Are we gonna...
They lost.
Why?
How do you not know this and you claim to be a Nintendo guy?
Why?
Come on,
Why? At the beginning, but they lost it.
Y'all niggas telling me that these niggas had third-party support for the Wii.
Yeah.
They had it at the beginning, but they lost it.
Ubisoft was one of their biggest supporters, bro.
Yeah.
Where was EA at?
EA that just
EA was there with Medal of Honor Heroes that had 32 fucking multiplayer on it, dude.
Where was EA at? Where was EA? EA got years EA got how many sports games that come out every fucking year? You know what? Y'all niggas, you gonna upset me, my nigga.
But yet 2K brought out fucking hockey games and shit on the Wii.
My nigga,
I don't want to hear shit.
2K got multiple sports games, my nigga. Multiple.
Yes.
All right, nigga, they got avoided. Nigga, they had the biggest base on the planet at that time. They didn't have the same. They didn't have the same third-party support as everybody else. That's what everybody's main complaint about Nintendo was the fucking third-party shit. The main complaint.
I didn't know. I forgot that EA released Tiger Woods on that bitch.
That was the main complaint. Yes, they had Tiger Woods. Nigga, did they have sports games?
Yeah, Doc Trey.
Fuck, golf ain't no sports, Uncle. I don't know what you white people say. I don't care what you white niggas say.
Yo, man, I'm just saying, bro.
Y'all niggas make an argument out of nothing. You know goddamn well these niggas didn't have the same third-party support as they had due to that gay-ass controller.
They still had third-party support regardless, man.
Nigga, everybody had that. Motherfucker,
Ooh, y'all had... in the beginning, but they lost it.
Ooh, y'all had third-party support. Fuck, nigga. What I'm saying is, like, you know what I mean when I'm saying. I'm trying to make an argument out of some shit. You know what I'm saying, nigga? You know what I'm saying. Fuck out of here, nigga. Stupid shit. The fucking.
No, dude, it's not stupid shit. I'm just telling you fucking facts.
The stadia, when it comes to ratios, the stadia has the most third-party support. Because
that's all they got.
When it comes to ratios, I mean, if you want to get all technical and shit, you know what I mean? Shit.
Nah, it's not 100%. It's not 100%.
Hey, they got the highest rate. They got 98% fucking third-party games. I want to hear this shit. Shit.
They would have to,
you know what I mean?
No, not 100. Not 100.
Microsoft has fucked up in ways. I mean, no, they just need to fix that controller. They need. I think PlayStation is gonna gain more traction due to the appeal of the shit because it's gonna have more shit to be having appeal to. Even the look of PlayStation is gonna look better than that box.
I know what they need to do with the PS4 controller.
Oh, fuck out of here.
That box. It's a box. It's a fucking box.
They need to take
the box of greatness.
Controller. I better not have no goddamn speaker in my goddamn controller talking to me.
Hell no, nigga. I don't know what you talking about. I need that speaker.
Take that goddamn.
Let me hear my audio log.
Yeah, real shit.
I'd rather hear that shit through the.
Nah, hell no. Nigga. Like give Xbox constructive criticism, my nigga. Like, don't be.
I like that shit.
Y'all niggas ain't did nothing but say
everything else. Keep everything else for the PS4 controller.
No.
Whatever you want.
I need
Don't
to
you
speak.
dare kill it.
I need to
Don't
speak.
You dare.
I need to speak to my motherfucking bridge baby, my nigga. I need my bridge baby crying. Don't take that away.
Your bridge baby has been fucking defective ever since, bro.
Nigga,
fuck out of here.
I still say Kojima fucked up by not having you customize your bridge baby. I would have had a black ass, afro ass bridge baby.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't know why he slept on that.
How you gonna have a black baby with all the white actors?
Because he, spoilers.
Look, because he is the baby. I forgot because he is the baby. Yeah.
How you gonna have a black baby with all those white actors?
Nigga, look, didn't have me fucking customize it. Oh, hey, I mean, okay.
Yeah, the host was his mama, nigga. Like,
yeah, real shit. Hey, real shit. Nigga, how about? Okay, let me put a chain on that nigga then. Nigga, let me get that nigga a watch or an underwater t-shirt, some earrings. Or some shit, something, nigga. Let me spice it up.
That's true though, because you could customize Sam. Why can't you customize?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. On Sam and shit. You know what I mean?
Baby just got it.
I would have made a black fucking baby and fucking named him after Tron, man. It'd be great.
Nigga,
wait. So Fatal, you out here making black baby?
Hey! I adopted a black baby and fucking my time in Porsche, remember?
Oh my god.
Hey. 13.
I'm supporting y'all.
13 teraflops. You supporting us?
Shut up. Shut up, man.
He said y'all. Fucking racist ass.
Oh. I'm not racist, damn it. I'm a straight up neutral Canadian. Fuck y'all.
A neutral Canadian.
He said I'm a neutral Canadian.
Did you just call me a nigga?
Just hear this nigga go. Fucking Mexican.
Oh man.
Hey,
fucking high ass piece of
shit. Bro.
Hey, why do niggas keep saying that Microsoft shit is 13 teraflops and PlayStation is 9 still? Why am I seeing that
where the hell is this extra fucking teraflop coming from now?
I don't know.
Hey man, listen, I told y'all niggas they went at. I told y'all they wasn't having.
Fucking god, dude.
The only motherfuckers I heard, all the motherfuckers I watched haven't said that shit yet.
Nigga, this nigga post went and said, "Oh, the PlayStation."
I saw that shit.
Three teraflops missing or some shit. I'm out trying to add it up. Like, nigga, wait a minute, nigga. Like, what's wrong with your shit right now? Oh, these niggas burnt out. Dog. Like, I'm like, they never happy. They never gonna be happy, bro. Like they don't want the console war to end, even if Microsoft wins it. Nigga, like they don't even want it to end. Just period. And it's sad because these niggas just don't know what they got coming. Because they only paying attention to the salesman. They're not paying attention to what the salesman is bringing them. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it really is a little sad, man. To be honest with you, I wanted to have a lot of fun today, but it almost seems like
mean spirited, like you know what's gonna
yeah,
happen.
yeah, like
I woke up thinking I was gonna see like tons of motherfucking PlayStation dudes talking about, yeah, we got to see the console, we got to see this, it was
I
quiet.
didn't see shit.
All I was
nigga.
seeing mostly tweets from yesterday.
You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because in hindsight, these niggas really know what's up with this goddamn console, dog.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
I seen a lot of short videos of motherfuckers putting up Z's while that motherfucker was talking.
Oh well, I mean that's Mark Cerny. They put up Z's regardless. Nigga, like with the Pro, did the same thing.
Everybody was hyped, thinking they were gonna see the fucking console and didn't get to see shit.
No, I didn't think I was
now,
gonna see the console.
why would they think that though?
I didn't think I was gonna see the console. I thought I was gonna see games. I did think I was gonna see games, but I didn't think I was gonna see console.
I didn't tune in because I knew it wasn't gonna be that. I knew it wasn't gonna be that. Like, did y'all not? Motherfuckers said it's not for the consumer. Why did y'all expect consumer shit?
Hey, all you tech
I said that.
You said that. You said that presentation today was not for.
Oh no! It wasn't. It wasn't. But exactly. I didn't say that. I didn't say that prior to that though. But after watching it,
no. But that's what I was thinking. It wasn't like it was just all tech talk. I'm tuning in for that. Y'all know how like when y'all watch animes or some shit in a language and they zoom in on a piece of paper with writing on it, but they don't sub it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like when I look at the spec sheet. I was like, this look like that anime that don't sub they text.
And he tried his best to layman's terms a lot of
Japanese
shit.
words.
He was breaking down in layman's terms. He was breaking down some analogies and all that shit just because he knew that half the people who was gonna be watching the stream that were gamers wasn't gonna understand what the fuck he was talking about. They were just waiting for teraflops. That's it.
Tell me this, and be honest. Be honest, y'all. That stream got almost 6 million views, bro, in less than a day.
Mm-hmm.
And that Xbox thing is still sitting at like 3 million views. How is that possible?
It's trending.
Because
no, but I'm saying, how is that possible?
Because Xbox niggas aren't as interested in Xbox as they are in PlayStation, my nigga.
I see.
PlayStation niggas aren't as interested in Xbox as they are in PlayStation. PlayStation niggas aren't as interested in Xbox. Yeah, so Xbox niggas are coming to watch the PlayStation shit and the Xbox shit. PlayStation niggas are watching PlayStation shit and fuck the Xbox. You know what I'm saying? And plus, the loudest fans, it's only like 32 of them motherfuckers. If you ask me on Twitter, like 32 motherfuckers on Twitter, my nigga. That's straight up blind Xbox fans. The rest of these niggas is just quiet because they already know that they ain't getting shit and don't want to embarrass themselves. So it's
to be honest with you, I'm gonna tell you what I was hoping for. I was hoping for Xbox to have more teraflops, so these fake ass niggas who posing in the PlayStation community can fly the fuck back where they came from. Like
MBG,
that's what I'm looking at.
MBG quiet as a motherfucker right now, my nigga.
Shit, I'm trying to see all these niggas go back, bro. I'm trying to see goddamn next gen go back. Like, all these niggas.
Zeta, where he was out there was like, yeah, this motherfucking PlayStation 5, they finna tell us that it's finna be 87 fucking teraflops. I can't wait. Yeah. I was like, oh my god.
I knew. I said quiet. That same shit, bro.
He switched his whole fucking game plan out. He was like, yeah, speed.
Yeah, hell yeah, he did, real quick. I mean, but you know, that nigga J-Dub
hold the line, my nigga, hold the line.
J-Dub don't give two shits.
You gotta love it.
Yeah. J-Dub don't give two shits.
Y'all gotta realize that J-Dub do this shit.
That's what he do. He do it for fun.
This is like this nigga pastime.
That motherfucker is a master of trolling.
Yeah,
that's all he want to do. That's all he want. That's all he does. He waiting for the opportunity. He knew there's a way out of everywhere, nigga. He don't give a fuck.
That's why his quote: "I take no L's. You can't get me."
No me. Hey, let me ask you a question though. Let me ask you a question. With the specs that we've seen today with the PlayStation 5, is it capable of 4K?
Why not?
Yes.
Why wouldn't it be?
Is it capable of 60 frames a second?
Absolutely.
It should be.
Okay. The Xbox.
The question is,
the Xbox, is it capable of 4K?
Maybe.
Yes.
Is it capable of 60 frames a second?
Possibly.
Yes.
Why not?
So, if the PlayStation is powerful enough to do the same thing the Xbox is doing, then what's going to be the next step of that power then? Like, because we know
absolutely nothing.
It's gonna come down to how each game.
Yep, it's gonna fizzle all the way the fuck out.
Yeah, it's gonna come
Niggas
down to
is gonna wait for Digital Foundry to say, "Hey, this game looks better than this game," and that's just what it is.
But what's gonna happen when they both 4K 60?
These niggas are gonna be talking about. There's a little bit more grass here. There's a little bit more grass there.
Shit.
Hey, we found one extra. We found one extra fallen leaf here.
Hey, but does the GPU bring that or what? What is it? Does the GPU or the CPU bring that?
What?
Like textures?
That would be.
No. It's a combination of things, bro. It's not just. It's just not one thing or the other. So I honestly feel like PlayStation has the advantage because they've thought ahead of the curve, my nigga.
Right.
Like things that will limit the Xbox won't limit the PlayStation. I know y'all niggas don't want to hear that shit, but it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Yep. But I wish y'all the best. I wish y'all the best in all y'all endeavors with that goddamn Xbox. I'm not even hating. To be honest with you, bro, I kind of feel sorry for you niggas now. I ain't gonna even lie. Like I said,
need to do right now. It sure as
the ray tracing may be a problem.
Why?
I don't. They have a dedicated chip for ray tracing, bro. I
don't see why. I don't see why. Both of them have.
As a matter of fact, they did it that way simply because they wanted to take pressure off of the GPU and the CPU, bro.
But where did you hear that dedicated?
Nigga, RDNA too.
The nigga said that. Are you watching the video?
I didn't watch it.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Okay, there you go.
I ain't gonna even lie. It is. It can be a little bit overwhelming, but I think you tech savvy enough that it ain't gonna get you like it hit these other niggas. Because for some reason these niggas didn't realize nothing except for 10.3, nigga. That's all they heard Mark Cerny say throughout that whole 52 minutes.
Nigga,
is 10.3.
Nigga, I was looking at the chat and yo shit. Them niggas was like, we don't care. What's the teraflop? That's all them niggas. Teraflop. What's the teraflop? What's the teraflop? Hey, this nigga Cerny is literally telling these niggas how much teraflops ain't gonna matter in this shit. And how teraflops vary on the different type of systems. And these niggas are still asking about teraflops. I just seen an Uncompetitive not too long ago post how Sony was talking about, I think, the computes and how Sony one has bigger computes than the other, so you can't compare the number of computes because one is bigger and the other one has 36, but they're smaller. True. Yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
He wasn't wrong on that shit.
How are you gonna tell this smart ass nigga that got degrees in developing games what the fuck he's talking about is wrong? That's like me going to a nigga who sells shit for a living and telling him how to sell. I can't fucking do that.
Yo, there's a dude that came out on Twitter, right? There's a guy that came out on Twitter. He's like, he goes by the name of like _rogue game or whatever the hell you want to call it. And this is one of the drawbacks of using less CUs is less fucking intersection engines for hardware ray tracing, which are tied to each other's shader units. Xbox Series X has fucking 44% more ray tracing hardware than PS5. That's why Microsoft is demoing real-time path tracing while Sony is talking about global illumination.
Wait.
Yeah, says somebody who doesn't work for Sony.
Yeah, we haven't seen nothing in motion with none of this.
And then he showed like the two little fucking diagrams that was showing off today on that presentation.
What did Mark Cerny say that leads anybody to believe any of this? I'm a firm believer. If the nigga who designed it is saying it, then it must be fucking true, my nigga. Like, right. I don't know how else to explain it. It just wouldn't make sense for me to believe somebody who has no idea what the fuck they talking about
I don't understand.
versus the nigga who is the one who put it together.
Facts. I don't understand the niggas who are still reading from these same motherfuckers who told y'all it was gonna be 11 teraflops, who said it was gonna be 9 teraflops, who said it was gonna be 13 teraflops. Nobody, I see no article, not a one, say that the PlayStation was gonna be 10.4 teraflops, not a one. And y'all niggas still listen to these niggas.
Hold on. They say this, right? What he's talking about in that specific article or whatever whatever you want to call it, tweet.
You speaking about Mark Cerny or Row Gamer?
No, just the Road Gamer. But I'm just saying. They're only speculating based off of the numbers. The way that ray tracing works is it works with parallel processing, and since you have less, processors or compute units, it makes it difficult. No matter how fast it is, it works.
They can still do parallel processing. That's what he explained in the video as well about doing parallel processing with 36 compute units instead of something like 58, because most of those compute units aren't going to be used. Again, I would highly recommend that y'all don't listen to nobody except the nigga who built that.
No, and I'm already saying this too. Like I said before, when I first jumped in here, it is easier to manage less people that are more efficient than a lot of people that are inefficient. That's what this is going on with.
No, and that's absolutely correct. You said exactly what that motherfucker said. Pretty much.
Facts, Kazuma. I see you, Kazuma. Facts, bro.
And that's a big lie. Mark Cerny's lying.
Okay.
It's impossible.
I'm not even having that conversation, my nigga.
Uncompetitive. I'm gonna tell you why it's impossible for him to lie. Because this thing was made for developers. Okay? If he's going to lie to anybody, it will be the customer, not the people who are going to utilize the very technology they're supposed to be making games for that system for them. They literally, you cannot lie to the people who are going to use it themselves. We ain't going to use it. We won't know whether it's a lie or not. Developers will know immediately. Soon as they already got these motherfucking dev kits, so they kind of know most of it, but they're going to know what it is. It's impossible for him to lie in this because it wasn't made for us. It was made for developers, my nigga.
And all of the people who have used it. If you look at all of the developers who talked about actually utilizing the PlayStation, they had nothing but praise for it. None of them was saying like, "Oh, no, this shit is trash." No, they didn't even say something like politically correct. You know what I'm saying? Negatively. Everybody's been like, "Oh man, it's been a great experience," and it's so amazing what they did with this hardware. They all are praising it, so I'm not really sure where you guys are getting all of this stuff from.
Then you have Digital Foundry coming out, right? And saying that PS5's fucking variable clocks will actually fucking force developers to make choices. Only first party will truly utilize fucking SSD speeds.
Okay.
And again,
I'll say this again.
How many games did the Digital Foundry make?
They've never made a game in their life. They're not
How many
programmers.
games did they make, Joe?
Well, no. Forget that. You hear what they say, right? Nobody's going to utilize the. Wouldn't they just praising Microsoft SSD?
Yep.
Am I missing?
This is a tweet I think from the dude that Thrash got into it with, or something that John.
John Linneman.
I didn't get it.
So he goes on to say, hold on. So he says this, right? He goes, the craziest thing about the PS5 is the speed of the SSD. 5.5 gigabytes is just part of the story. There are a lot of custom silicone fucking in there.
I read the tweet
to ensure that the system isn't bottleneck.
Fatal. Understand that I read the tweet. Because the nigga asked me, can he send it out when he sent that shit, my nigga? I just said, go ahead. I said, do what you do, nigga. Do what the fuck you do.
So then somebody asked a question in regards to like fucking developers utilizing it. And he's like, sure, only first party games will truly utilize these speeds, but multi-platform games are still going to be made with SSD in mind. I mean, we went from 50 to 100 megabytes last gen to 2.4 gigabytes fucking 5.5 gigabytes PS5 of this gen. That's a massive leap. Then he goes on to say continually, he asks like, but this won't translate into anything except for maybe slightly faster first-party games. Like, absolutely not saying otherwise.
You're missing one part, Fatal. You're not reading the tweets that he was answering. See, he had a lot of pressure from the Xbox fanboys. And he's dealing with post-traumatic syndrome from me, my nigga. Like, he doesn't want to say the wrong thing. If you look at, I was looking at the tweets, and I'm telling you now, he was like, The Xbox niggas was pressuring him. So he would say, "Oh yeah, well this." And,
I don't know. He was replying back to a guy named PC Brownie.
Yeah, exactly, nigga. They was getting. He was getting. He saw Brownie. Who was like, "That's him. That's Thrash. I know it is." Fucking brown ass. Fucking brown ass still stalking me. You know what I'm saying?
Shut up, Thrash.
There was an argument. There was an argument about this too. The argument was Mark Sony is the same dude that said that the PS4 Pro was basically 9 teraflops if you did the.
He wasn't wrong.
Oh wait! I'm so glad you said that. You know why? Go back to that Xbox Series X video.
Oh my mama!
Look at what they touting. Look at what they touting.
Rapid path math. They're talking about doubling their shit. Like it's not really 12, it's really 24. All that. All that.
There you go.
Same exact shit.
I remember motherfuckers.
Same exact shit. That's just happening right now with the Xbox. What they saying? That's what they're saying. So,
I told you.
Like it's. I remember I saw that shit and I thought the same shit too, nigga. I like, nah, it's the same shit as PlayStation. Rapid pack math and doubling that shit. The way they saying like mirroring it or however the fuck Cerny brought it up, they did it. They talking about exactly that with the Xbox, my nigga.
Nigga, they said the Xbox Series X was gonna be 25 teraflops. Nigga, I said okay.
Who said that?
Your buddies at Digital Foundry with the ray tracing cores. There is a possibility that the teraflops in totality would be 25.
Totality?
Hey,
the nigga that got killed by Thrash?
No, Richard said that.
Another nigga.
Richard said that. Ledbetter.
Yeah. Ledbetter, whatever the fuck his nigga name is. He said that. The old nigga. This nigga sick. This nigga sick doing a racist ass white boy, dog.
Drake?
Drake?
The nigga that got killed by Thrash? The nigga that almost killed himself after that? What the fuck, Drake?
Here's the thing, man. Like, if I was Digital Foundry, I would shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
immediately.
I fucking agree.
Because you're talking about something you're not privy to. You're privy to Xbox because Microsoft invited you to be privy to it. PlayStation didn't invite you to be privy to it, so you're speaking without knowledge.
Yeah,
and you should never do that.
And what's sad is that they speaking with the handcuff behind their neck, nigga, with an arm around their neck. If they talk about the Xbox, the one thing I hate is to see them influence, because I call Digital Foundry influencers now. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they are.
They're
That's
influencers.
exactly what they are.
And them niggas like if they want to continue to get these views due to Microsoft inviting them down and giving them some spaghetti with ketchup, then they gotta talk good about the Xbox.
Spaghetti with ketchup?
That's what they fed them. That's what Microsoft fed them. I saw it. It was spaghetti, but they ran out of motherfucking spaghetti sauce, so they got salt, pepper, garlic, and ketchup. I promise you. And you know them Brits don't know no fucking difference, so they're like, "Oh, this is good American motherfucking spaghetti." Pip. They put American cheese slice on top of that motherfucker like a black person made it. Nigga, like
Hey, I do that sometimes with my spaghetti. Fuck you.
They want to continue that. They don't want to lose that shit. It's like a lot of these YouTube niggas right now say a lot of positive shit or bite their tongues on a lot of shit. Don't even want to say coronavirus because they don't want to upset their YouTube daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is.
Hey, shout out to Canada, dude.
It's the same thing. You don't want to fuck your money up, bro.
Right now.
You don't want to fuck your money up, man. And right now, Microsoft, talking bad about Microsoft, if you're Digital Foundry, is equal to saying coronavirus if you're monetized on YouTube. You're going to lose your fucking money. Microsoft ain't going to fuck with you no more.
They are flying them all the way over there.
All the way over. Nigga,
they done cut the check.
Think about what's happening right now. Nigga, this nigga Donald Trump shut down airplanes and Microsoft still got them niggas to come down from France. Nigga, like, nigga, nobody can come through.
Not from France, from Brexit.
From Brexit, wherever the fuck that teacup ass shit is. No racism, my nigga, uncompetitive. But still, them niggas got their asses flown down here for 2 days this time instead of one. These niggas got to be they was able to go out and actually see some sun. You know what I'm saying? Because both of them niggas pale as fuck. Like, they never get outside. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and then you know what make it so bad? They weren't the first one to put up their video. It was that dude. It was that dude that you remember the video that you showed?
The Austin guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the first video that went up.
I'm telling you.
No, they're nothing but marketers for Microsoft, bro.
That's all it is.
That's all they are.
All influencers are marketers, bro. Like they just don't name them marketers because they want to sound better. They want to sound relatable.
And what they're doing is they are fueling the console wars by these little comparisons.
That's how they make their money.
They make their bread, bro. I mean, that's how most of these motherfuckers make their bread. Like, hey, have you seen Foxy Games? Have anybody seen that?
I heard that nigga was getting his ass chewed the fuck out, my nigga. And I was laughing my ass off.
Nah, he's definitely getting chewed out pretty badly, dude. Like I saw, literally all day after that event, they're sick.
Give me just one more.
Your Discord server just bashing the fuck out of him.
Listen, give me just one moment.
Somebody brief me on this.
Give me just one moment. Give me just one moment. Can I ask you guys seriously?
Go ahead.
Can I ask you guys seriously? Why in the fuck do y'all believe these niggas got sources? What in the fuck makes you think these niggas truly got? Craig used to say he had sources, and now he say he don't got sources no more, my nigga. Like,
Lou Waffle was a made-up imaginary fucking friend that he made up for his streams, bro. I'm telling you.
This is from Blue Waffle. Blue Waffle gave me this.
They think this is listen, and shout out to Marlon Game, and I like Marlon Game. Think this is dig at him, but they think this nigga got fucking sources. This nigga sound like Kofi, nigga. I was like, yo, is this Kofi Bowman? What the fuck is going on?
He said he sound like Kofi.
Yo, them niggas is already on this nigga like wolves, bro. Because I've been watching this nigga.
Wait, y'all talking about Foxy?
Yeah.
Nah, they didn't. No. I'm talking about Marlon Game and Nation. Them niggas is on that nigga like wolves, bro. They listen. I've been watching this dude grow. I've never once tried to invite this nigga to do no podcast because I'm like, yo, this nigga is happy in his own fucking world doing his Nintendo PlayStation podcast, and I just sit back and watch this nigga, bro. These niggas is on. Yo, we gotta get him on the podcast. I'm like, yo. Y'all need to leave this boy alone, man.
So apparently, hold on. Yeah. So apparently, LA Noire Part 2 is apparently the rumored game that fucking Rockstar has been working on.
We don't give a fuck, though.
Why it gotta be LA Noire, though?
I thought you was gonna say something intelligent.
Y'all like
hey man, fuck y'all. LA Noire was dope as fuck, man.
No. Why not Chicago Noire, though?
Say something intelligent.
Ooh, a Chicago Noire? That would be fucking
Chicago
lit,
Noire. Like that was my
thing. Supposed to be, ain't it? Ain't that how it's Chicago? That's how it's supposed to be. When I think Noire, I actually think Chicago.
Right.
Yes. That would be fucking lit, dude.
They need to make a Grand Theft Auto
typewriter for a reason, all right?
Hold on.
Go ahead, Tate. Go ahead.
I'm trying to get the motherfucking tea on fucking Foxy and this nigga that sick talking about. And y'all motherfuckers want to talk about some fucking game that ain't nobody gonna fucking play but us?
Shut your cockhole, Tate.
Hey, listen, they've been chewing this nigga out for his wrong ass predictions. They've been chewing this nigga out for his wrong ass predictions. That's all to it.
I mean, I'm looking at Foxy shit. I swear, if I get into a bad mood, I'm gonna do it. But I'm gonna go look up all this nigga videos, and I'm gonna try to find the one where he said 10.4 teraflops in this shit, and his sources said this and this and that and this. This motherfucker said, I told you my sources is right about those compute units. I'm like, look at this motherfucker.
No. The day, I promise you. I promise you.
Go ahead, Flush.
No, bro, I promise you. The day before yesterday, right? Why do I hear myself again?
I don't know. That's your
God damn it. No, the day before yesterday, I promise this dude. What the fuck is this?
Is it me? I don't hear you.
This nigga is so high that he think
he echoing. He's a faded ass nigga. This nigga trying that new shit.
Oh my bad, man. I clicked on my YouTube shit. Man. My bad. The day before yesterday, he actually said that his sources said 11 something teraflops.
Fuck out of here, bro.
I saw that shit. I saw it on my phone. Exactly. I was at work still. I saw that shit. I was like, all right. And I'm like, all right. And now I can't find it. Now I can't find it.
Yeah, he did
The things these look, bro.
I'm sure somebody saved it. He said that the PlayStation 1 and 2 was going to have backwards ray tracing compatibility.
What?
You heard it damn straight. He said he gonna sign it at the bottom talking about Fox and Games
Hey,
UK.
it's like I told y'all niggas,
That'll make it legit because you signed it at the bottom.
The nigga was throwing all types of shit at a wall and seeing what the fuck stuck to this shit, dog. That's
Bruh,
all
I said that y'all niggas thought out. Y'all niggas.
All it was, bro.
Listen, man. The links these niggas go through to get fucking internet clout, my nigga. That shit is weird to me. That shit is weird, my nigga.
People was begging for it. They was like, "Is it true? Please say yes."
Nigga,
why the fuck would you want ray tracing in a PS2 game, nigga? The lighting was standard definition. Dog, shit was done in standard definition. The fuck are we talking about here, dog?
I'm so glad I unfollowed this nigga.
He saw that Minecraft shit and figured, hey.
Don't do
that. That means any game can do it. Like, shut your fucking ass up, man. But
this game on PlayStation 2 where there is no lighting, cuz. I mean,
like, I knew that nigga was an idiot. I knew that nigga was an idiot when he said we should just let it go. We should, like, when you got mad at his ass, nigga. That's when I just knew, like, this nigga is on some extra shit. We should just let. We can't do anything about streaming. Streaming. We might as well just let it go. Look at Stadia. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck you mean? Did he take over, nigga? Like, what happened? Niggas crying as fuck about streaming.
You know what it is? These niggas
spend. The only one playing Stadia is J-Dub and fucking
MM2K. That's it. And them niggas not even playing. They just want free gifts from Google's, nigga. They don't even want to
Motherfucking devs are scared to put their fucking games on there because they know that shit finna go down. They know Google finna shut that bitch down.
Yeah, that's just a wrap already, dog.
Nah, but
they close anything that don't make no money. They be like, nope, never mind.
Yep.
You know, it's just I truly don't understand it, and I guess let me not even say them, right? It's not even them that I don't understand. It's the people who believe this shit is what I can't understand. I'm gonna be honest with you, dog, because these niggas gonna tell y'all dumbass niggas whatever they think is gonna get them some clicks at the moment, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. But when I look at the situation in its entirety, I blame y'all niggas. I blame the people who go to these motherfuckers thinking that what they finna hear is real. I told y'all a long time ago, if you really want to have a fucking inside source, nigga, just say a whole bunch of shit that makes common, logical fucking sense. Some that don't even make common, logical sense. If you throw enough shit at the wall, eventually something is going to be almost right. And niggas is gonna be like, yeah, I told you, I had the sources. I got the source. My source gave me 5 mics. Like, fuck out of here, nigga. Like, I don't even.
Said my source gave me 5 mics.
I really don't get it, and it's not even
putting on Twitter or Twitter. I'm like, yo, I have an inside source that said that the PS5 is going to be $400. You heard it here first.
Hey, we might have to, put it on the books, bro. You might be right.
On my mama, nigga.
Nah.
You might be right, my nigga. Shit.
I still think it's gonna be 5.
No, it's not.
I honestly don't think it is. I think that they're priced it that way, and what I think is going to happen is that everybody is going to find out that it wasn't about power. It's about the circumstances that happened. Have we not all said the reason why PlayStation got off this generation is because they had the more powerful console, but at the cheaper fucking price, dog. But at the cheaper price. Now you have a more powerful console, and it's going to literally cost more. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to look so enticing when you see something that's doing the same fucking thing at $400. It's going to be last gen, this gen, all over again.
You're gonna be paying $100 more for 8 more blades of grass.
Digital Foundry is finna fuck all y'all shits up.
Nigga, we at the point to where it's like PC, bro. That's what it is. We just at the point to where it's like PC. The only way these games gonna get better is if we have mods, and I'm sorry to tell you niggas, we don't got mods, nigga. So it's gonna be just like PC. All that power gonna be there, and It's just gonna be the same ass fucking shit, man. It's just gonna be the same ass shit. We've reached the point to where we are at 4K 60 and they saying, oh, we can do up to 120 hertz, but I mean, nobody's gonna go after that shit except the developers who are gonna make a soft ass game. Period.
Hey, Fatal.
It's crazy.
What do you think about?
God damn it!
What do you think about Microsoft buying Techland? I ain't gonna even lie.
Is that been confirmed?
If that shit is true, I'm gonna have to show up to goddamn Redmond, Washington. Nigga.
Yo, I heard about that. I heard like a rumor about that shit because like you mentioned it on the podcast earlier today.
What's
Techland? I looked it up. Techland
is the ones who made Dying Light. They made Dying Light. They made Dead Island. They made
Dead Island, that shitty ass open world zombie game.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man! If you don't stop it, if you don't fucking stop, what? Nigga, hey, listen.
Dying Light's wicked though, but Dead Island was shit.
Nigga, Dead Island is nothing but Dying Light without the fucking part. What the fuck are y'all talking about, bruh? It's the exact same game, literally.
Not shit. Anyways, back to answer your question. I don't think that's actually fucking. No, I don't think they actually bought them out. I don't think.
I don't know, man. I think there's something to it, man. I think there's something because they did go to Poland, right?
Well, they did, yes. But I mean, fucking. But you know, it may be true. I don't know. What I do know is during that fucking the actual Microsoft Stack thing that they did today.
Yeah.
The dude came out and he was talking about, oh yeah, all 16 of our fucking game studios. I'm like, wait a minute, you guys only have fucking 15. Where are you getting 16 from?
That was yesterday.
Well, today or yesterday, whatever the fuck, everyone cared. It's the same shit. Fuck you. But the point of the matter is, it's like, wait a minute, is this like, did he make an actual honest mistake, or fucking like you guys have 16 studios, you just haven't revealed?
Who?
They said it was an actual like fucking error.
No, I'm saying who said it? Who actually said that?
It was some dude at Xbox fucking.
Oh, he wanted to say that. He wanted to say the N word so hard right there, bro. I could tell you.
Who, me?
Yeah. He was like, hey, he was like, I heard the N. I heard the N. You was like,
you stupid as fuck,
nigga. Listen to your applause.
Wait. Fader, you thought I forgot. You said the nigga whores.
Yeah,
but that was a spelling mistake.
That was a mistake.
Accidental spelling mistake.
Like the difference between.
Yo, and even Trump backed me up on that shit.
Like 15 and 16 studios.
So I don't want to hear shit.
You say even Trump backs you up on that shit?
Damn.
Motherfucker, man, like your ears fucking full of goddamn fucking wax, bitch.
Hey, Sick, do you think Sony is actually trying to buy one of those?
I hope to God they is, nigga. I'm all for that shit. You know what's so fucked up? I'm such a goddamn hypocrite, my nigga.
I'm saying, boy, if they actually bought them.
Listen,
boy.
I'm sitting up here talking about Microsoft buying Techland and how I'm pissed, nigga. But I'm like, fuck yeah, nigga. Grab Konami, Sony, goddamn. Show them what
it's already a done deal.
I don't think they're gonna buy Konami. No. I think they're making a deal with them.
No. The deal is complete, Fatal. They have already bought not Konami, but
your sources confirmed. Your sources confirmed this shit.
My source.
You got sources.
Yes, I do have sources.
Hey, look, I know Foxy Games. We just finished talking about this nigga, and it's not like I made a whole video, but I told y'all niggas. I told y'all niggas in the tweet like Jason Swire does, but I didn't even make it public. That's how serious I am about. I'll tell you how it is. It's not even really a short.
Hold on. Sick. Why the fuck did you ask me that question?
Why does this nigga change the fucking subject every time?
No. I just thought of this. I'm sorry, Threat. I just thought of this. But I'm just questioning though. Like you could have asked anybody in the panel, but why did you direct the question at me?
Because I know you
something sick.
I know you hate zombie games, but I know you love everything.
Oh, zombie! I love State of Decay.
Oh,
exactly.
Exactly.
And plus, and
shut the fuck up.
Just own that shit, dog. Just own it, bro. It'll sound less harsh if you just own it.
Yo, how can I own something, dude? I mean, I love Left 4 Dead.
No,
that's a PC game.
If it's Xbox, nigga, you love it. It doesn't matter what.
Oh my lord!
I
enjoy it. There's a difference.
Hey, when we first started the podcast, it was like it's a good day.
I already owned up to the fact that I'm excited for Battletoads. I'm excited for Grounded, and I'm excited for other shit too as well. Yes, but doesn't mean fuck all.
Listen, Fatal.
I'm excited for Ghosts. I'm excited for Last of Us too.
I love Fruit Loops with marshmallows, Fatal. I really do. I like Captain Crunch with marshmallows.
Okay, you know what?
too.
To be real, man, I can't knock you for that. You know, wait,
I'm just
Fruit Loops
saying.
with marshmallows. What the fuck?
I just need you for my own sake, Fatal. I need you to own this shit about you. You know, just loving everything Microsoft buy, dog.
About your condition. Just be honest about
So
your
okay, you said I don't like zombie games, but I played Days Gone. I love that game.
Yeah, but I think it'll be better for us all if you just be like, yeah, nigga, if it's Microsoft.
Nah, bro,
fuck,
man, I'm
love
sorry,
it.
man, but like
Ask
I
the
said,
chat.
fucking, I bleed blue and green, bro.
No. Ask the
Straight up.
chat. The chat will respect you. They will
As a
respect
weird ass
the shit
creature,
out
you
of you,
bleed
dog.
blue and green, guys.
Yeah, it's like
you-
fucking, it's like a brownish tinge color, man. It looks like shit, like Tron said, dude. I have to agree with her on that.
Kind of creature be bleeding blue and green.
Man, you ain't forcing me to say shit. Fuck out of here, sick.
Yeah, fuck the PlayStation.
See, Diver's more of an Xbox guy than I am, dude.
No, he not.
Nah,
Straight
man,
up.
fuck that.
Nah, Diver's a PC.
Listen.
Diver's
Diver
a
is
PC.
true to
What,
his.
did you play Stronghold back in the day?
Diver is true to his goddamn shit, man. You the only one that just can't own up to your shit, dog.
Because I like both.
Nigga,
I can switch on and off. I can criticize both these platforms and hate them at the same time.
Listen, I like Fruit Punch.
I'm a neutral.
I like Fruit Punch and I like watermelon, nigga. But watermelon
So
is
do I.
always gonna be my favorite juice, my nigga. Exactly. Like it doesn't matter, dog.
Word.
Dog, just
Watermelon is
be
the shit.
honest, bro. Just be honest, bro. Dog, ain't nothing wrong with you loving Xbox, nigga. A lot of dumbass niggas love Xbox.
Dude, yes, I do. I'm a fan of Xbox's content, but I'm also a fan of PlayStation's content. Well, certain games.
You can own up to this shit, Fade. I don't give a damn what you talking about, nigga.
You're never gonna get me to sit there and say that I prefer Xbox over PlayStation, my guy. It's never gonna happen.
It's going to
never
happen.
gonna happen.
I'm gonna catch you on one of your off days, and it's gonna.
Oh fuck you, dude!
Whoa! Wait, what? Fatal.
Hey! I've actually came out and admitted, man, that fucking Nintendo is where my heart truly lies, bro.
Fiction.
I do not.
Oh, come on, bro. How the fuck they expect me to do this?
Did you say Royal?
Huh?
Yo, you know what I actually
Shut up,
been
bro.
enjoying? And this shit gonna sound crazy as fuck, but I've been enjoying the shit out of Knack 2, dog. Real talk.
No,
Shit is
Just wait till you guys see Battletoads again. You guys are gonna be fucking blown away. I promise you guys that right now.
Fuck you.
Shut up, bitch! Shut the fuck up!
Fucking garbage ass game. Garbage ass game.
Fatal.
Garbage.
What is your real thing with Battletoads, man? Like, are you really into Battletoads, or are you just like,
yes?
Impossible.
Or is this just another one of those?
What am I gonna have to do to prove this to you?
Man,
like, it almost makes me feel like it's like I'm just sitting there being excited for no fucking reason. Like I have a history with this game, right?
I mean, but I'm just saying, man. Are you really going? Is this really what you're doing?
Nah,
he don't.
I really just kept it on Google.
Is this really the hill you want to die on?
No, I'm telling you, man. Wait till you see Battletoads again. Like I'm telling you, that game is.
What is gonna change? I don't think anything is gonna change, Fatal.
Oh no, it will.
I think Battletoads is done, man. It is what it is, bro. Either you gonna like it or you not.
Nah, they delayed that game for a fucking reason, dude.
Why would they delay a game like that? What's wrong with it? Like what can be wrong with a game that's literally a piece of paper?
Crunch.
That shit is like paper, like Paper Mario, my nigga, but like with toads. Like they just they got like 3 animations. Not even animations. They got 3 frames.
3 animations.
They got 3 frames.
You're just talking about the old school fucking game, bro.
No, does that make it better? Would that would that be acceptable after you pay $600 for 12 teraflops? Will that be acceptable still?
It's gonna be like
would I spend $600 on a fucking console with 6 teraflops?
Oh, it's
when there's already a cheaper model on the fucking market, just like the PS fucking 4, my god.
It's gonna be $800 for Fatal.
Stop with that fucking excuse, Thrash.
It's gonna be $800. Prepare to pay 800 Canadian dollars. That's just all it is, bro.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
I'm saying.
I'm getting
but I can't say that Streets of Rage 4 is on its way out though, man, because pre-orders are going up for retail copies of that shit there this month.
I'm getting 2 of them all day long.
Right, you and me both, man.
Too bad it ain't gonna have actual multiplayer and co-op. That would have been dope.
What fucking Streets of Rage 4?
Streets of Rage, yeah.
It has multiplayer co-op. What the fuck are you talking about?
Wait, do it?
Yes.
It wouldn't make sense if it doesn't.
It's using that. What the fuck is it called again? That fucking shit that Capcom used for Marvel vs. Capcom 2, last generation.
Oh.
That netcode shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Nope.
No, I don't.
Fuck you then. Let me look it up.
Dedicated servers?
No, you fucking fruit cup and a turd fuck. No. Give me I'll look it up.
Jesus. What is a turd cup? What is a turd cup? I just want to know what a turd cup is.
Don't ask. It's a Canadian thing, so you would understand.
So y'all shitting in cups now.
A turd cup is a motherfucker that insinuate. A turd cup is a motherfucker that insinuate.
What the fuck?
on what console a motherfucker like. That's what. Let me ask you this, Fatal, if you don't mind. Right? What is your favorite third party company? Third party
favorite?
Microsoft.
Right now, is it currently staged right now?
Microsoft.
Right now.
Facts.
No, not Microsoft.
Microsoft.
Facts.
From software, man.
Now,
yes, sir.
If you heard from the grapevines that somebody and X,
you're cutting out there. You're cutting out there, choppy boy.
Your connection got the corona.
My bad. Can y'all hear me now?
I can hear you.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, cool. If From Software was going to be bought by somebody between Xbox and PlayStation.
Oh, definitely Sony, hands down.
Why is that?
Japan studio.
Bloodborne.
Japan.
Well, that's probably he already figured that. Well, you're doing that. All right. All right.
Man, the way I see it is, y'all conversation is whack as fuck. That's how I look at it.
Yo, fuck you, Thrash. All right, sick of your shit, bitch.
Give a fuck about what Fatal likes.
I'm not gonna be sitting here talking tech because y'all. I mean, I'm the last motherfucker that should be talking about. You know what I mean?
I think the whole point is that the next generation has started in a way as far as information. We know we know what information we're getting, but we don't know what games is gonna turn out.
Hey, Thrash.
What's up?
I just want to say I love y'all and fuck y'all.
Fuck you too, nigga.
I don't even know how to reply to that.
Yeah, it's using the .mu fucking.
Love you, fuck you too, nigga.
Sick.
You know what I mean?
.mu. Oh, okay.
Yeah, .mu. Yeah, it's 4-player online co-op too. It's 4-player online co-op.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting that joint on PlayStation.
Word.
Hey, it's going down. It's going down. Basement.
Hey man, niggas,
good,
nah. Niggas on PlayStation don't play shit like that.
Who said
don't play
that?
shit like what?
It's not.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you guys don't like cartoon games. I forgot about that shit.
No,
Who said that?
Forget? Did y'all forget?
You did.
Did y'all forget?
Wait, what are you talking about?
What?
Thrash said we want shit that'll make our eyes fucking fall out.
No, we do. That's included. That's included, nigga. Microsoft will give you the shit that third-party games already give you.
No, nigga. No. You ain't finna change it up now, nigga.
How?
Lock it in.
How? I'm just saying. PlayStation already got these games.
Trust me, Andrew. I can't wait for the day. Hold on.
Andrew, I can't. War status.
Hey,
I can't wait for BT to drop, man. I can't wait to sit there and rub that shit in your fucking face, Andrew. I cannot fucking wait for that day to come, bro.
Look,
wait, you can't wait for what to drop? You said BT?
Yo, BT. What? This guy Andrew honestly thinks that my excitement for Battletoads is fucking fake.
You called it.
You can't wait to smack the fuck out of him.
I swear.
That's all BT Battletoads, motherfucker.
Nigga, let me answer. God damn it.
I think so too, but alright.
Nigga.
Shut up, Royal.
Nobody calls Battletoads BT. Battletoads is broken, nigga. Like, it's not what it used to be. It has officially lost.
It's not what it used to be.
It lost its glory.
You don't know what the fuck Battletoads is.
Battletoads, that's not Battletoads, dog. That's like some bullshit.
Yes, it is.
That's some bullshit Microsoft came up with.
Nope.
You know what Battletoads is? Battletoads is the equivalent of Perfect Dark under Microsoft. You know what I'm saying? Like the equivalent.
God, you are fucking that dumbass, aren't you?
How?
God.
How?
Damn.
They changed Perfect Dark so bad that it was fucking garbage because they made it more kiddie. Same thing with Battletoads. Battletoads was a dark.
Perfect Dark was kiddie. Perfect Dark Zero was kiddie. I thought you told me that it wasn't.
Who said?
We love kiddie.
When have I ever told you? When have I ever told you that Perfect Dark Zero wasn't kiddie, my nigga? She changed her hair all pink and shit. The colors was all bright and shit. It's not Perfect Dark. How the fuck is it named Perfect Dark and they use the lightest color palette available, my nigga? Like, it's stupid shit, bro. Like the same thing with Battletoads.
I think somebody has to go back and replay that shit, bro.
Battletoads was dark as fuck. They was crushing niggas and using gigantic boots with spikes and just all this shit. Now they just punching niggas and making funny ass tongue faces. Like, man, the fuck is it?
You didn't fucking pay attention to Japanese shit.
How does Battletoads? How does a toad have a human tongue? Huh?
Yo, Fatal one.
How the fuck does Joanna Dark have pink hair when her hair's red, you fucker?
She had a pink streak in it, nigga. She had a pink streak in it.
A pink? Motherfucker, I'm done.
What's up with the language? My God.
Yeah, he mad. That nigga triggered. Nigga, the Xbox.
Who just booted up?
No, that was me, nigga. That's my ringtone. But nigga,
that's what Xbox.
You all are fucking great, man. Goddamn, I love talking to you fuckers.
Look, I'm telling you.
That's what Xbox do to you, man.
Yeah, it makes you angry.
Hey, where the fuck is this pink stripe in her fucking hair?
Wait.
I'm looking at it right now. Where is it?
You gonna be burner level soon. That nigga burnt out.
Oh, hell no. Oh, fuck. Man, burner is the Steve Urkel of fucking Xbox fans. All right, dude, man? I ain't gonna be like that.
Hey, Stefan Arkel. Sir.
Fucking okay. Shut up, man.
That's my motherfucking nigga, though.
He
is Xbox elite, my nigga.
Shit that he was saying on your cast fucking yesterday, though, bro, man. What the fuck?
Bro, I used to deal with that shit every day at work.
Yo, I'm sorry, man, but I can't even agree with him on that shit, dude, man. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, that nigga burnt out though.
Nigga, this generation is fucked up though. Probably from both
consoles. Man, your opinions are all fucked up.
Nah, yeah, I've been. My opinions turn out to be facts way more times than it came out to be fiction, my nigga. Ask that nigga Flush because I need 10 push-ups. You know what I'm saying? Ask that nigga. I mean, my
hey, sources, nigga. Sources.
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you have a follower.
No,
so,
but shit. The problem is the shit be so obvious. You don't even need sources, bro.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
Oh no. With Flush, we bet. I bet him that this month Sony gonna come out with they fucking PS5 shit, and they did. I think a week later, bro. A week later. And but it's a lot of shit, different shit that niggas came out with, man. It's a lot of shit niggas came out with that I said that came to be true, but it's not that I'm a genius. It's just that it's written all over the walls, bro. Like,
hey man, just say you got sources, bro.
Yeah, that's what I say. I'm trying to get like Foxy, dog. I get like Foxy, nigga.
You forgot at the bottom of your little tweet, you gotta put your little insignia on there, yo.
Hell yeah, nigga. For real.
Hey, look. No shade. I'm just saying. All y'all niggas who believe that this nigga got sources, like, who the fuck is hitting it? It's always the niggas from UK that be talking about they got sources, dog.
Oh, my mom.
They believe them strictly because of the accent.
Yeah, accent, yeah.
I ain't gonna even lie to you. The accent gets you fucked up a little bit.
It do.
Just a little bit.
Fucking
Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay.
Do you think this is food?
Yeah.
This is not food.
It's dry.
You fucking donkey.
Yo, this nigga put her head between the bread, 2 slices of bread, called her a goddamn dumbass sandwich.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Real shit.
I was like, yo, this crazy, bro.
That nigga Simon on them singing shits. Like, it's all these Brits, nigga. They always judging Americans and shit, dog. They come over here to judge Americans.
Well, you know what though? They know that we're the stupidest and believe any fucking thing.
Oh, my mom.
Niggas is starting to believe. Niggas is literally starting to believe niggas who don't work for a company over the niggas who work for the company. I just can't. I can't figure that one out.
That's how Digital Foundry is able to get
stupid, including Canadians.
Because of the accent, nigga.
We took a look at the new specs, and quite frankly,
That motherfucking stupid.
Them niggas was like, we didn't get paid by Sony,
so we just gonna they're not flying us. Sony didn't fly us down, and Japan is closer to us than America is. Like, fuck you, nigga. Like,
you didn't grease my palms, so just a little note.
Yeah.
Hey, whoever is doing that goddamn, he needs to stop.
Josh, why do you gotta make it sound so fucking gay, bro?
That shit is crazy.
It does sound like one of those motherfuckers.
A fake ass Dracula.
Hey, now that's a series I wouldn't mind seeing come back to as well, man. Shit.
Hey.
Degrees.com. So the transcript is not.
It sounds like you ready to suck somebody's blood right now.
Hey,
I get it. I get it, guys. We're being really toxic right now because that's what y'all laugh at other niggas.
No, I don't give a fuck, dude.
So
I'm standing up for what I fucking believe in, motherfucker. That's what I'm fucking saying.
I gotta love it when they be like, what?
What? Hey, so
you come at me with some
say,
fucking grounded fucking trash talk now. I'll whoop that ass.
Is Silent Hill being worked on right now?
Listen, I wish I had some sources for that shit. I truly do.
I do.
I truly do.
My source
but
says it's bought. They bought it up already, nigga. It's a wrap. Sony got it.
But because Kojima was talking about his next project is a horror game. I'm just saying, is it being worked on right now?
It's what's being worked on next, nigga. Norman Reedus.
Hey, as long as it's better than Death Stranding, man, I'll be there.
Norman Reedus also put out a post with him
Death
walking down
Stranding
a street that looked
game.
like Silent Hills.
The greatest game of 2019, my boy.
Nope.
That shit was a horror game.
Fuck you, Killer.
Nope. Bloodstain takes that cake, man.
Hey, fuck out of here, dog.
Look.
Yeah, I can't. Nah, dude. Nah.
Look, the reason
Me
why
and Sam, we had a journey, bro.
The reason why I got word that they already bought them because someone who shall remain nameless.
Oh God!
Nah, motherfuckers here on the round table.
No, promises were made. Promises were made. One thing I don't do is snitch on a nigga that might fuck up a nigga
we
job.
name niggas on the round table.
I ain't snitching on niggas on the round table, but
that's very unprofessional of you, dude. That's very unprofessional of you.
Yes, it is.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Give me a bit of time, all right? Give me a bit of time. It's not like I'm in the UK, all right? Look,
I trust you, my nigga. I trust you because you're not from the UK.
No, the homie.
Hey, man, I got plenty of shit that's coming up for Xbox, and I can't wait to play.
No, the
homie. You guys are talking about?
The homie is one of the biggest gamers out there. That one of my homies is the biggest gamers out there, right? And he work at the airport. He check niggas in, so every time he sees somebody from the industry, he'll holler, he'll talk to him while he checking them in because he like this the TSA nigga that's checking everybody in. And
now, how do he know they from the industry though?
Oh, this nigga knows. This nigga. No, wait, no. I'm gonna tell you why.
Shut the fuck up, Fatal.
Hey, first. Hey, look. First of all,
that nigga say,
Hey, I'm just trying to blend in, bro.
No, you're not blending in. That's the thing. Nigga, you're not blending in. I'm telling y'all the story, cuz.
Right now.
Hey, look.
Right now.
I'm trying to tell y'all niggas a story, cuz. The nigga work up there. Now he gets the identification of everybody who goes through there because that's what the fuck you do at LAX. My nigga, like that's what it is. But no, he knows the dude because the dude frequently goes through LAX. So every time he comes through, he talks to him. And this time he was talking to him about the rumor because this was right when that rumor came through about Sony in talks with Konami, right? And he was talking to him. He was like, in talks. Let me tell you something, bro. Don't tell nobody. 100% facts. This is a done deal. Now, this is a man that told him all type of shit that was going on in the industry, and each and every last one of those shits came true. This nigga, they're not in talks anymore. It's already over. Like they've already bought them.
Yeah.
It's a done
But what
deal.
is the deal, though?
I know who he's talking about.
No. Like
I know who he's talking about.
The deal.
I know who we talking about.
The deal is that they already own all three of those IPs. They own them.
Which one?
It's a rapper.
Nah, it
Which
wasn't
one?
that. It wasn't that.
I
It's
guarantee
from, Metal Gear Survive 2.
No,
Survive
the
2.
Metal Gear franchise, the Silent Hills franchise, and the Castlevania franchise.
How much
They're
do you think
hold on.
how
They're
much do you
already
think that
working
would
on
cost?
ports. They're already working
How
on
much
ports.
do you think that would
Not
cost?
that much. They're not that much.
No.
They're already.
Those three titles are Konami's
How you
biggest
gonna tell?
fucking titles.
Not no more, nigga. The fuck? When the last time they are in
Nigga, they still hold weight.
Konami.
They still hold weight, nigga.
Holy shit.
What you mean? What you talking about?
Okay. You done? Nigga, I'm trying to tell you. All right? If you want to know why they were cheap, or probably not even cheap. I don't know how much, but I bet you they wanted to get rid of him because Kojima left, the nigga who was in charge of fucking Metal Gear Solid. Kojima was the one that was Kojima was the one that was remaking Silent Hills, and the nigga from Castlevania already left and made Bloodstain, my nigga.
So why didn't he get
But they still making money off
they saw Metal Gear Survive
machines that they make machines off of.
They probably
Why
I believe
would they sell them that cheap though?
First of all, Pachinko machines fell the fuck off for them niggas already.
Because Konami doesn't have the skill to make an actual game anymore.
I don't give a fuck. Why am I answering your question? I don't give a fuck what you believe. Nigga, I'm just telling you what this nigga said. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just telling you that this is what was said to this nigga, and this nigga has told me all type of shit, and all that shit that came fucking true when he told me that.
Well, my sources tell me that you're full of shit.
And this is somebody that's a boss. This is somebody that's a boss in the industry, my nigga. Like this nigga is a boss in the industry. Like I said, this nigga knows all type of niggas simply because they all go through LAX.
But
is his last name Bowser?
I'm not giving no names.
No. But you got it from a nigga that works at the motherfucking airport.
Yes.
So how do we know this shit is true?
But when you want information on the street, you go to bums.
This is the home. This is one of my. No. This is one of my homies.
Real fast.
This is one of my homies who is a big time ass gamer. It's a big time. Like when I say big time gamer, I mean like nigga ain't going. He don't need no fucking YouTube. He not a YouTuber. He not a fucking Twitter nigga. He don't need He don't need no clout from me or nobody else. Like don't give a fuck. He just like to talk gaming straight up. Period. So when he get this type of shit, he always hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Nigga always hit me up and tell me some stories. He's like, nigga, 100% for sure them niggas bought them niggas. And I was like, who told you? And he told me, I was like, yeah, that nigga always right. That nigga always, whenever that nigga tell that nigga something, that shit has already happened. Whether it's in the talks, he'll say it's in the talks. If it's bought, he'll say it's bought. If it's some news that's coming up, like even when the PS4 first came out, my nigga, he was saying, hey, nigga, they gonna announce something for the PS4 soon when it first came out. And that's when they announced the motherfucking, the reveal for the PS4. That nigga like these niggas know this nigga knows shit. Like this nigga's deep in the game, and since the homie been working at LEX for 14 years, so he know all type of celebrities just because he been checking them in for 14 fucking years. And he noticed.
Craig said the same thing about New Waffle.
I don't need to lie. I don't need to lie, nigga. Like I would put it on Twitter. I would put it on my fucking channel. I don't need to fucking lie. I don't give a fuck. Like shit, believe it or not.
Craig said the same thing about New Waffle.
How would you guys feel if the PlayStation 5 was $400 and launched with Silent Hills and Bloodborne?
You said what?
Man, just one of them is enough.
Bloodborne is enough.
What you mean?
Bloodborne 2 is a fucking launch title.
Hypothetically.
I am
here. Let me.
I'm going to fucking freak the fuck out.
I read the tweets to this nigga. I think he said something about they already working on some shit. Let me see what this nigga said.
Silent Hill or Bloodborne, motherfucker. One is enough. Either one, I'm down already. Like, what you mean?
If they launch with Bloodborne and say that Silent Hills is coming out,
they gonna launch with Bloodborne 1?
2.
Nah, that shit ain't coming.
Okay.
From software. You keep saying Bloodborne. Stop. Get that shit out of your mind. From Software said they ain't doing shit like that for a while.
No, they didn't say that. That's not what they said.
Did.
They didn't say that.
Hey, this is a message this nigga sent me.
The most recent comment about Bloodborne from Software, that is they said that it's not up to them whether there's a Bloodborne. That's their choice. Make a 2 and their IP.
Sony owns the IP.
Hold on.
They can't just come out and say that. So it's not really up to them. Really, it's up to Sony whether they want to commission a Bloodborne.
Shit, that's what Ready at Dawn said about Order 1886 too. It's like it's not up to us. It's up to
shit.
You know what? I got a question about that shit though.
No,
check this out.
Hold on.
I got a question about it.
Oh fuck. Go ahead.
No, but I'm saying I got a question about that. Why would Sony not do it? Like legit, what would be the reason why?
What is the reason why they didn't do a 1886?
It sold horribly.
No. I'm talking about it didn't sell. What are you talking about? It crossed 2 million. That's not horrible.
Compared to what they could do.
To a new IP when they didn't even have. They didn't even have that many consoles, so the ratio was a lot different back then.
That is true. It is a launch. It is a launch.
I think that I think more than likely it came down to money with the third party part of the studio. They probably wanted more money to make a sequel.
Who?
The niggas who made
Ready at Dawn?
1888, yeah, Ready at Dawn. They probably wanted more money.
Okay.
I thought Ready at Dawn was one of the studios they owned.
No, they never
Nah,
owned
they
it.
don't own Ready
They
at
didn't
Dawn.
own. They never owned them.
Oh shit.
No.
I think Facebook gonna buy Ready at Dawn. To be honest,
I heard something about that. I heard something about
That's
that.
a good
too.
look.
Yeah, they might.
Hey, you want
That's
me?
a good look for them,
Hey,
though.
let me read you this shit real quick though, nigga. What this nigga told me, nigga, because he said more. This is the exact quote. Exactly what he said. Exactly what he told me. I'm gonna skip out the name. He said, "I just blank the name of the nigga. I just saw this nigga. He said that Sony did purchase all 3 Konami titles, not in talks, but purchased. Might have been the plan from jump with Kojima. This is the information.
They didn't buy Kojima.
No.
Here's what I need to ask you about.
Hold on. Let me finish. One more thing. He said that was good. He said, he said, all right. He said they're in the talks to reboot all 3. So they bought the studios and they're rebooting with Kojima all 3 of them.
Well, PT was already a reboot.
And Kojima
PT was already a reboot.
Yeah, exactly. Kojima redid all 3 of them already. He did Castlevania, he did PT, and he did Metal Gear.
Castlevania?
Yeah, he fucking he helped to ruin Castlevania.
Which one did he do?
The Lords of Shadow.
Lords of Shadow?
The Lords of Dog shit series.
Man, fuck y'all niggas in this bullshit y'all talking.
Lords
Lords of Shadow was lit.
It was lit. I don't know what he was talking. I don't know what Fatal told. That's Fatal. Why are you listening to this nigga?
Fatal always talking about
Shut the fuck up, dude. Man, Lords of Shadows were fucking garbage, dude.
That's all 3.
Oh my
That's what he
God.
said.
Fatal.
Kojima got his hands on all 3 of those motherfuckers.
I mean, I can't really speak to
well, in the Castlevania series,
video
not officially
games
shit.
as far as like what's enjoyable and what's not, because I would like bring up Resident Evil 7. Tell me, like I've asked him a million times, like, what is it about 7 that you hated so much? I'm like, I never really got an answer, so I can't really talk to him about enjoying video games like that because I just don't understand. I don't. You. Like,
Me? I already told you why I didn't like fucking RE7.
Did you? What is it about RE7?
I already told you, man, that the disconnect from the actual lore is the reason why I hate 7.
So you're mad that they didn't?
Yes, I'm fucking pissed about that.
But it's not.
It is disconnected.
How is it disconnected?
Dude, it's so fucking because the game was never meant to be a Resident Evil game to begin with.
No. We ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, because it was never meant to be a Resident Evil game.
Don't say Fatal don't know his Resident Evil. That's his fucking bread and butter right now.
Motherfucker, dude, I breathed that fucking series, man. That game, okay. If it wasn't a Resident Evil game, it would have been a decent first-person fucking shooter game, dude. First-person horse survival.
Oh man,
the connections between it. Now, from what I understand, if 8 fucking does the same thing, but actually reconnects it back to the lore, then I'll be fine with that.
But how is it not connected to the lore? It is a part of the lore.
I don't get why
are y'all so afraid of change, bro?
Like I don't understand how it's not a part of the lore.
Because if it was gonna be changed, then fucking reboot it. Reboot it. Don't soft reboot that shit.
I don't understand how it's the same storyline. What are you talking?
It's the same storyline.
Not necessarily. Yes. Not necessarily.
No, it's not the same storyline.
How is it not the same storyline?
Motherfucker, none of the characters are even memorable in that shit.
That's not the point.
Nothing there.
No. You said it's not a part of the storyline. It is a part of the storyline. Whether the characters are memorable or not, that's not a part of the storyline. That's two different things.
So what's next? So what's okay? What's the main story then?
It went from being about a virus to being paranormal. So it took a totally different route.
No, it's not paranormal.
That is paranormal. That little girl, bitch, that is paranormal.
That little girl is fucking Elma 2.0. It's written by the same dude that made fucking Fear.
Listen, apparently y'all didn't play the game or understand the lore of it at all.
Oh no! I love the game. I like
Fatal, did you hear what he said?
Wait.
Fatal, did you hear what he said? Tell him again,
Listen. What are these things? What are these things? These are bio weapons, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
The molded is a form of a bio weapon that these motherfuckers created. That little girl is a bio weapon. Her ability is to control your mind. You're seeing an image of a little girl. That's science. That's not.
Yeah, I know. She's Elma. She's Elma. I know.
So that's according to the thing. It's the same shit. This is just a bio weapon that has the ability to control your brain. Like it's a molded. Like that's all she really is. That's why she's an old ass woman. But you see a little girl. The little girl haven't existed in years, cuz y'all see the image of a little girl. It's an old.
It's a good game on its own, but it's a terrible Resident Evil game.
Like, what are you talking about? And at the same time, too, right? The lore is still a part of it. This is the same motherfuckers that's creating BioWare created a new form with the mold.
That shit was fucking shoehorned in there.
And Chris Redfield worked for BSA.
That ain't no goddamn Chris Redfield.
That was Chris Redfield.
Look. You gonna have to accept what it is, all right?
Yo, how is it that everybody fucking hated the fact, right, that there was two action-y fucking for fucking 5 and fucking 6?
You so much.
And yet, when the Chris Redfield DLC fucking dropped, everybody praised that shit, but that was all fucking first-person action.
Wait. So you're okay with 5 and 6, Fatal?
I'm okay with 5 and 6, not from the story or how the gameplay is. I'm okay with 5 and 6 because of the lore that's attached to it. Because it makes sense to everything else there. But fucking 7 has none of that.
I think it's familiarity.
So all of a sudden now you're not okay with Chris Redfield, even though that's Chris Redfield. Like,
shut the fuck up, Dave.
Hey, you see, I had to switch sides on that one. I had to go and take.
7 is not where I want Resident Evil to go.
Fatal, you know Nero and Dante and Virgil don't look the same in 5 as they did in every other game. It's because this.
I don't know. I don't play Devil May shit.
Exactly, you don't. But that's not the point I'm trying to make. Characters change because the models are better now. Chris Redfield look different, but that's Chris motherfucking Redfield. You're not gonna just because you don't accept the way he looks
that
now.
That motherfucker ain't Chris Redfield because it goes against everything that Chris Redfield fucking stood for. My guy,
it's Chris Redfield, bro.
Chris Redfield stood for fighting bioterrorists to make the world a better place.
Yeah, but now, this motherfucker is so anti-Umbrella, man, and they don't even bother to explain why he's working for them.
These people are not Umbrella; they're Blue Umbrella.
Nigga. Do y'all niggas realize that PlayStation got destroyed today and y'all talking about goddamn Resident Evil?
Man, nobody gives a fuck about those goddamn specs.
I'm a big Resident Evil junkie too. That's why I don't accept the lore.
7 is the worst one in the fucking series, dude.
No, you don't accept the lore and you say it's not connected. It is connected. You just don't accept
it's not connected.
Nigga, Royal ain't having none of that shit. None of it.
You let a challenger come into your stomping ground and
it makes no fucking sense. It makes no fucking sense.
How you lose this battle?
Umbrella is no longer around, dude. They tried that shit to bring fucking Umbrella back in fucking 6.
Resident Evil 4 changed everything, and somehow that's okay.
Everything
because it still stayed connected.
How is it connected?
Everything was still there. You were still playing as a character that you knew from fucking 2.
Oh,
and also Guardian as well.
So what you're saying is they cannot introduce no more new characters.
I never said that.
Now?
I never said that. No.
I mean, you can't
if you're going to introduce fucking characters, make your characters at least make sense to the fucking lore, and it's not doing that.
So the fact that I was dating a woman who is working for a bioweapon industry and I didn't know about it, I found out she's still alive, came through to help her. That's not a good enough character.
Man, that game was never meant to be a Resident Evil fucking game.
But it is a Resident Evil game.
But it's not because they shoehorn fucking crap in there, dude. I'm telling you, man.
It is a Resident Evil game.
Bro, Resident Evil 3 was supposed to be a little side thing, and they made it into 3, and you accept it as 3, correct? So why can't you accept this as a Resident Evil game? Like,
because it's
3
not a
was
Resident
supposed to be
Evil
a side game. Now it's a mainline story,
because
and you're okay with
he don't like to
it's not a Resident Evil game.
He don't like to be wrong.
This can be all alleviated. Fatal. Tell us what the disconnect was in.
This nigga blacked out.
I mean, it's still in the same it's still in the same fucking universe. You're just playing it from the perspective of another person. That's all.
He said it's disconnected, but as long as he can tell us where it disconnected, in that game, then
where's the disconnect, nigga? Where is the fucking disconnect? Fuck.
It's all over the fucking place.
What is the disconnect?
Everything about it is disconnected.
You sound like an Xbox nigga. You just say you're not saying where. You just saying
y'all
it
see what I'm
is.
saying, right? Y'all see what I'm saying, right? This is what I mean. Like, can you explain the disconnect?
Okay, so the whole umbrella thing with fucking Chris makes absolutely zero logical sense.
Where
it
is
goes
the
against
disconnect?
every single fucking trait about the character in and of itself.
That's fine.
That makes no sense.
Where is the disconnect?
They don't even fucking explain it. They don't even fucking explain it at all. And I thought the DLC, that's the reason why I played the DLC, because I was thought, okay, you know what? I'll give the DLC a chance, and maybe they'll explain it. They didn't explain fucking shit in that DLC as to why Chris is working for that shit. Period.
It really didn't explain anything, Fatal. You're right.
And that's the part that pissed me off the most, man. It's like, yo, you could have had me. You could have fucking had me.
Wait. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
It goes against the fucking character as a whole.
Fatal, goddamn, nigga, let's have a conversation. Hold on.
I don't know how that's possible. Like, Chris Redfield, his job is to kill bioweapons. That's what he does. To stop bioweapons and motherfuckers who create it.
It sounds to me like it's just bad writing, my nigga. Like,
then explain to me. Then explain the fuck to me in the game. Break it down for me why he's working for a company that he fucking detests the entire fucking franchise.
I can answer that.
If you don't explain that shit,
I can answer it. I can answer it. It's bad writing, nigga. It's bad writing.
No. They did explain it. No, they did explain it. You know who Blue Umbrella is, right?
Oh my fucking Christ.
Do you? Like, do you?
Do you? It's a real question, Fatal.
Like, I'm asking you, like, that's not the oh Jesus Christ doesn't answer the question, bro. Do you know who they are?
I'm not even gonna answer that question.
Well, you can't.
Okay, then I guess you can't. Like, the conversation.
You can't answer the question.
You ain't gonna answer it. Then stop the conversation there. Like,
no, it's a terrible Resident Evil game. Straight up, that's just the way it is.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Explain it to us, Royal. Keep
cooking. All right, so Blue Umbrella is the portion of the original Umbrella company, right? That has no idea that there was a part of a company that's making bioterrorists, you know what I'm saying, weapon. So they actually flipped it and said, you know what, we're gonna change that. We're gonna create Blue Umbrella to fight against that. Now, if you say just because their name has the word umbrella on it, it's uncool. I'm like, I guess you can go with that. But if I was Chris Redfield and I fight bioweapons and I heard there's a group of scientists, a group of people who used to work for this company, realized they've been fucked over by this company, decided to start up an organization to fight against them, you're gonna tell me that Chris Redfield is gonna say no? The man that leads the BSAA, the bioterrorism, you know what I'm saying? A group that fucking stop that shit. You're not gonna be a part of that.
That motherfucker de-aged, my guy. He fucking de-aged. How do you go?
I have no clue of what you're talking about.
Every female looked the same since Resident Evil 1. But you have a problem with this man being a little bit younger. Like,
no, actually I don't.
Duck.
Leon looked the same since Resident Evil 2. Like, he doesn't grow old. Like, none of these motherfuckers grow old. They only get younger. Don't have a problem. None of that except for this game.
Duck.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like how
cook them.
I need some sense to it. Like, Blue Umbrella, we know who they are. Like, we know what they stand for. So, like, why wouldn't Chris Redfield be down for that? Like, just because the name Umbrella? Like, just because they have the word Umbrella in their name? Like, I don't understand.
Facts. Why wouldn't he be down with it, Fatal?
Look, he's done.
Look, if you don't enjoy the way the story veered that way, it's whatever. But say
your shit breaking up.
I know it's a part of the storyline. I'm just saying it's a part of the storyline, whether you like it or not. I mean, you don't have to like it. That's your taste. You don't have to like the way the storyline went, but it went that way. Yeah,
facts. You ain't gotta like it. But you're gonna respect it.
Resident Evil bar guy, and it is now Royal. That is the Resident Evil.
Royal is the new Resident Evil guy.
Oh, nope. God. 7 was nothing more than a cash grab, and I'm sticking with that.
Here we go.
There we go.
I promise you this too. I promise you this too. You will not see the last of the molded. You'll see the 8.
Yeah, the blank out. That's what you call that.
Then I won't be playing it then.
You said a blank out.
Nope.
Hey,
that's what I should say. Can't use it.
Hey, the fact.
And that story fucking is shit too as well because it contradicts itself in the DLC, by the way, too as well.
Civilization is on sale. That garbage. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Wait, Fatal, ain't that your shit?
What?
Civilization.
Hell no, I would never.
What about Civilization?
It's a garbage
Fatal
game.
be like, oh.
It's a fucking garbage game.
Ooh, you gonna take that, Fatal?
Hey, Fatal.
Wait, Thrash, hold on. So you fucking think the game is fucking what? Because you can't comprehend an actual fucking logic? You can't think for yourself? Why it's trash? Damn, it's no wonder why your opinions are so fucking shitty, dude.
Okay.
Now it all makes sense.
Are you done? Can I answer that question?
I put you 5 minutes in front of that game, you won't understand shit.
Can I answer that question?
No, you cannot.
Okay. Let me ask one. Let me ask you one day. Can you drop a nuke on a civilization?
Yes, you can.
Shit.
You can.
Yes, you can.
With what button?
Motherfucker, you have to build yourself to get to that technology tree.
You gotta
go through the time, you go through the ages and shit.
Nuke? You gotta build a nuke. Okay.
Do you even know what civilization is? Why are you talking about something you don't know?
Hold on. What you do is what you do. Okay, I'll tell you what I know about civilization. If you really want to test me, that game. No. Be quiet.
We peeping game.
You gonna let me talk, my nigga? You gonna say that shit? You ain't gonna let me talk back?
Hey, I'm just laughing, dude. I'm just laughing.
All right. Okay. Well, nigga, don't test me, nigga, and then be.
I'll tell you what. Hold on.
No. Don't.
I'll tell you what. No. I'm gonna let you continue. Let me just say this real quick about RE7. Let me just say this real fast.
No, fuck your shit.
Let me just say this super quick.
Fuck that. No,
super quick.
Hey, Big Cloud.
Okay, well, here's what I'll do for you. I'll go through the game again.
No.
I'll go through RE7 again.
No.
This time, I'll double check fucking everything.
No, you want to test me and ask me about fucking civilization?
Go ahead, because I guarantee you don't know what the fuck civilization is.
Okay, shut your ass up and let me tell you.
PC game that
it's a goddamn Wikipedia, my guy.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to tell you. You ain't letting me talk, nigga. Civilization is a point and click game that you build buildings in and watch it happen while you do nothing, twiddling your goddamn thumbs, watching these stupid ass people walk around do nothing but build shit. That's what the fuck you do. That's the premise. That's what that gay shit is. That's the fucking dumbass. I gotta feed all these. Fuck all this. That's not even a game. That's a civilization.
A thinking game Trash is too difficult for you to comprehend.
It's not a thinking game. It's a simulation.
How can I believe something that doesn't even understand the definition of what a blockbuster fucking means, my guy?
It's a PC simulation that has no place. It's a PC simulation.
It's a PC game that sold fucking millions, my guy.
Simulation.
It sold nothing, Fatal.
That belongs
what are you talking about?
PC. It does not belong.
Are you fucking shitting me right now, motherfucker?
Hey, that shit don't belong on console.
How are you gonna sit up there and tell me that Civilization did not sell?
It does not.
Dude, are you hate a PC? Don't answer that question.
It sold 12 copies on PlayStation.
That motherfucker does not belong on consoles at all.
It sold 0 copies on.
It sold extremely well on the Switch. I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about.
Yeah, we got you on
the Switch.
We got this nigga on big cloud mode, dog. Hell no, nigga, you ain't gonna
big
sit there.
Cloud mode.
You acting like Civilization is a complex ass motherfucking deep ass game. That
motherfucker, it is a fucking complex
game.
Nigga,
that shit is garbage as fuck, my nigga. That's not even a game.
Motherfucker, man.
I can't
take something serious out of your mouth when you can't even give me a proper definition of what a fucking blockbuster is.
That shit is not a game.
Yo, what the fuck is happening right now?
That shit ain't no fucking game. Hey, that's something that, like, if the world ended and they need to figure out what levels go through what, you just fucking simulate that motherfucking shit.
You gave the most generic, shitty fucking answer I've ever heard.
That game is generic as fuck. It plays itself. You just watch it.
Generic as fuck.
It's like you watch it and watch it.
Bro?
You might as well stream.
Yo, bro, I can't.
You might as well. Hey, you in a paradox if you stream that shit. If you stream that shit, you in a paradox, bro. You watching a button. Fuck that. Garbage ass game.
The game play itself, nigga.
See, I fucking love you, dude. I love you, dude.
That's a fucking.
That's just cooking right now.
Hell no, nigga. Oh, fucking Civilization. Nigga, you might as well be playing.
Civilization is one of the best strategy games out there.
You might as well be playing that Jurassic Park game where you just build the park and watch some people have
Jurassic
fun.
Park Evolution is fucking awesome too. What the fuck you mean?
Exactly, nigga. Exactly, nigga. Like you sit there and build a park and watch a computer have fun at that park that you're not at.
Motherfucker,
that's fucking crazy.
Okay, Dad, you've never played a fucking strategy game before in your fucking life, have you?
Yo,
nigga have no fun.
I'm welcome y'all to the round table RL TV where we spit hot bars out there.
Yo, Phil, going on right now?
Nigga, fucking
again. I cannot take someone serious who doesn't understand the true definition of what a blockbuster is.
Okay.
Someone who's gonna sit there and tell me that World of Warcraft is on a blockbuster? Are you on this planet, bro?
It's not.
Are you on this fucking planet?
It's a game. It's a game.
If you think that it's not, dude, man, then you are mildly fucking retarded.
Nobody gives a fuck about World of
Mildly
Warcraft.
retarded.
Nobody gives a fuck about World of Warcraft, bro. Only PC niggas.
Oh, no one gives a fuck about World of Warcraft.
Only
my
PC
guy.
niggas.
Seriously.
Only PC
you
niggas.
claim to be a fucking self-indulged gamer, but apparently you don't know that fucking game.
PC niggas.
Hold on.
Fuck out of here.
Crash.
Only
PC guys say,
PC niggas.
For PC guys say that they don't pay for online, them motherfuckers are paying for online
they are.
for that shit.
For that, only PC niggas. Because PC niggas like garbage games.
No. Hold up.
PC gamers like garbage games. Well, I can't definitely argue that though.
So that means you like garbage, Fatal?
He does.
Are you admitting to it?
Motherfucker, man, fuck you, all right? Don't you fucking get in on this. Don't you fucking dare, motherfucker. I will go off. I will fucking snap, my guy.
Hey, hold on. Is Concrete Genie $5? No way.
What?
Yo, buy that shit. Buy that shit if it is.
Get the fuck out of here. It's $5? That's crazy. That shit going to PC, nigga.
With the deluxe bundle, it says the Concrete Genie Deluxe bundle includes 4 digital add-ons. Is it just a bundle? Is it just a bundle?
They came out with all 4. They came out with all 4.
I guess. I don't know if this is. It says Deluxe Concrete Genie Deluxe bundle. So I don't know if it comes with Concrete Genie or not.
Nah, if it's a bundle, then they gotta come with the game.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but
$5, dude. That's a fucking steal. Yo, pick that shit up, dude.
Nigga, all I'm saying is Concrete Genie gonna be on PC.
Oh no, they rape. No, they raping niggas.
Jemiah. Yo, see if Jemiah was in here, man, that motherfucker would, fuck you, dude. For thinking that civilization is trash.
It's not that it's trash. It's just not a game. It's like it's something for computers.
What the fuck do you think it is?
It's a civilization. It's like for mathematical problems. Like, what if I put two black people here and one white person here?
Man, I can't with you, man. I can't use it, man. I'm sorry, but I can't.
Fatal though, Fatal.
Man, I swear to Christ, bro.
Answer me this question. Because you didn't woke up my girl.
I can't answer. Retardation. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, listen to it then. Listen to it. Can you watch these people fucking? Huh? No. So how do you know?
What kind of question is that?
I'm asking. Because you're building a.
I'm asking you. What the fuck does that have to do with civilization?
Okay. Let me answer. That fucking is the central point that you need to have to build a civilization. The number one thing. That is number one.
Yo, Jemiah, where the fuck are you at, bro?
That is number one.
I swear to Jesus,
so
bro.
If you can't watch people fucking.
I swear to Jesus.
If you can't watch people fucking, dog. Like, if you can't
watch
people
sense, bro.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It makes perfect sense. You cannot build a civilization without fucking. You can't. You just can't. It's impossible.
Oh my god.
It's being real.
That is true, bro.
It's being real. This is why I can't fuck with it. It's fucking
logic, man. Your logic.
No, how is that logic? That's not logic. That is not logic. That is fact. That is fact. So if I can't watch people fucking in that game, then what the fuck is the point of that game?
Jesus,
I should be able to zoom in on a building,
sorry, but I can't, dude.
I should be able to zoom in on a building because it's like the camera is far away, like miles away. The camera is miles away. I should be able to zoom in into one of those windows and see people fucking. I should be able to see it, dog.
Bro.
Other than that, it makes no sense. It's not a game. It's not a game.
I'm done with this conversation, bro.
You are because it's fucking true.
I can't.
Oh, boy.
How are you gonna build the basis? The number one thing that you have to do in a civilization to build a civilization is fucking, and they don't have it in the game. So to me, it's worthless. Dog. It's worthless. Makes no sense. Makes no sense.
Hey, let me ask you a question there, Thrasher. You ever played Black or White? Black and White?
Every question. Hey,
that is not a racial fucking question. I'm asking you a legitimate question. Have you ever fucking played? Have you ever played?
I've never played that in my entire life. I've never played neither of that in my entire life.
You've never played Black and White?
No, I've never
It's
played
no wonder why you hate fucking
I know what
pieces
game
so
he's
much,
talking
man.
about, though.
How about this game?
I've never played Black or White.
Hey, Buddy, come here.
Dude.
Come here, Buddy.
That's a Lionhead fucking classic, my guy. What the fuck?
Hey, my girl. Hey, I ask my girl, Brody, what do you got to build a civilization? Don't you gotta have sex? She said, yeah, with her face.
Shut up, Thrash.
Say it. Nigga.
Jesus Christ.
Nigga, I never played black. I never played Black and White neither. Nigga. I never played Black and White.
Yo, I ain't gonna even lie.
That's similar to that. You play as God, dude.
I knew exactly what Black and White was. I'm just like, at that point in the conversation, that's the game that you gonna name at that particular time. Like,
well, I'm bringing it up, dude, because in Civilization, right? You play pretty much basically you're a god of a civilization, and you have to build upon and you expand. You go through the ages, right? You unlock technology.
What it is with PC gamers?
You have to do diplomacy. You got to come up with your own politics and shit. You got to fucking say, hey, do I want religion or do I not want to go with religion? Or do I want to follow Buddhism? Do I want to follow Christianity? All that really shit. Or create your fucking own. I don't give a fuck. But the reason why I bring up Black and White is because Black and White is very similar in a way that you play a god and that you create your own fucking fabrication of a life form, dude. Like you build your shit from scratch.
So is
that a complex that you have, Fatal?
So is he saying?
Like you're a god?
So are you?
Clearly, it's complex, man. If you motherfuckers don't even know what the fuck it is.
Hey. So are you saying that that's how the people in civilization are made? Like just everybody's made from God instead of like reproduction, or what?
Motherfucker, it's a fucking video game, my guy.
Okay, it's a video game.
Jesus Christ.
It's a simulation.
You're going to say, hey, cool, man. I'm building a civilization. Cool. We're going into the next era. Let me go ahead and fuck as a caveman.
Hey, is it a simulation?
Wah. I'll name him fucking Thrash. There you go. I build that civilization.
Is it
fuck, man?
Is it a simulation? Is it a simulation based on building a civilization?
It's a 4X turn-based strategy game.
Okay, so 4X would automatically make me believe that it's some next level porn shit that you can watch people fucking.
Quadruple X, nigga.
I mean,
you ever seen a quadruple X?
Fuck balls.
I'm just saying, nigga.
Shit. That motherfucking silly.
But here, let me go. I gotta feed. We gotta go. I gotta feed my woman, nigga. I gotta start building my own civilization, the real one.
Yes, Thrash. Let me go learn some facts, bro.
Nigga, fuck out of here, nigga. But y'all got outros? Y'all got outros y'all want
to do? We out?
Yo, I'm out this whore.
Yo, this shit was extremely funny.
Killer Tate
Holy
aside,
fuck.
I want to thank y'all for coming out and joining us at the fucking roundtable URL fucking got a new fucking key. We got a new fucking key. Got a motherfucking Resident Evil fucking crown. I want to thank you. Give a shout out to fucking Roy.
Hey, shut the fuck up,
Well, you lost it. You lost it, Fatal.
Yeah, you
I didn't lose fucking shit, bro.
There were some questions you couldn't answer.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna replay that game and I'm gonna fucking prove once and for all that I'm right.
You need to replay.
You're gonna prove that you're absolutely wrong.
I'm gonna break down that game every fucking minute of that game.
It's not already broken down.
That game does not belong in this fucking franchise.
You should have already broken it down if you're the king.
I
am the king of Resident Evil.
Yeah,
can't take it away from me.
Royal broke you down, Fatal.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Quick.
Man, it was bad.
Because having a fucking link to Blue Umbrella doesn't mean fuck all.
But it was bad, bro. Like you just gave up. You was just like, all right, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue something that I know I'm not wrong on.
It wasn't even an argument. That nigga Royal was calm as fuck asking you. He was just asking you normal questions in a normal way. Like, wow. and you sat
No,
there. And you
I will
felt
prove
you
guys
felt
right.
you felt
I'll prove you fucking
attacked.
wrong. I will prove you wrong.
It felt like you felt the pressure, bro.
That nigga felt hurt inside and out.
I did feel a little hurt inside. I ain't gonna lie,
It was in a rap battle.
Fuck y'all, man! I'm out of this bitch.
You forgot the lines. You choked, man. You choked.
All right, y'all. We out,
You
nigga.
gotta get a rematch.
Oh man.
Oh shit. Hold on. I'm pressing